Welcome everyone back to the Guild of Icons. This is episode 2, and I will start with a small recap. The guild, hired by a drunken old oaf by the name of Lightminster, has been sent to track down a shipment of £2,000, 1 ton of silver that has been making its way from an enemy nation intent on buying allies for an upcoming war. If the Guild can stop the shipment from arriving, they can potentially, if not stop a war, certainly turn the tide in their nation's favour. They have ambushed successfully in the desert this huge cart of this shipment of silver that now lies on its side after an attempt to stop the horses ended up killing the horses, snapping one of the wheels and turning the cart barreling onto its side. And meanwhile, our resident thief, Eao Dunwich, is currently inside the carriage looting as much silver as she can possibly get her hands on. However, launching from the sky at the same time are a number of terrifying Dayglow wizards that have jumped in. I've moved the entire layout because I thought I was in Astral for a second because I was going to move the map. Here we go. A number of wizards. One here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. Now, Rizolka, because you weren't here last time because you were feeling ill, currently your character, Corin, is sat with Gaby and your second character by the water, just enjoying a nice, relaxing afternoon, a little picnic. But I will say,
very interesting mode.
You are realistically the tank, and your secondary character is realistically a tank. So if you want, you can position yourself anywhere on the map. The players had a chance to do an ambush, so you really can choose whatever terrain is favourable for you. You can position all three of you wherever you want.
So you can just ambush the two ambushers.
You can ambush the ambushers. You can ambush the person in the middle. Anything like that. But so while you're doing that, I will just describe the sort of the final scene where we left off, which was that having solidified their hold on this silver, having stopped the escort that was going with it, the skies opened up in these purple circular gates that appeared in the sky, and dropping and doing a perfect 3-point landing were these wizards wearing pretty unique armor. It certainly appears to be magical in origin. It's got a sort of concave crystal visor over the front that retracts, and also appears to have, certainly from the initial use, a sending stone embedded in the helmet itself that they can activate to make telepathic announcements. And their only announcement so far has been that due to crimes against the nation of Garaki, you are all sentenced to death. How would you like to react?
I have a very interesting question. Not for me, but for Relay. Is on this central wizard right here, is there anything on them that looks like a spell component pouch?
You can't see one.
No, I was just wondering for something.
I will say that if you want some information, you do have an artificer with you who might be able to determine a few things about it, as arcane armor is the artificer's specialty. But that would
I just
be
need to know if it was if something like that was immediately visible. If it's not, then oh well.
Not immediately on you, no.
So in terms of my placement, just so I can understand, so these guys in the red, they are not with us.
So,
yes,
100%. In terms of your placement, the people in red, these are the sort of Power Rangers that have dropped down. Each one has a different colour aura around it, just for identification.
Yeah, what about this lady with the long hair?
Lady with the long hair, that is Fire Genasi, Circle of Wildfire Druid, who is currently being played by Skylar.
Okay.
That's Skylar's
what
second.
about... I just realised that's a new
Iron Johnson is the card,
portrait of us.
just to clarify.
That is
Okay,
Hosk, the barbarian.
Yep.
They are with us.
The Butcher of Craven Rock, they're with you.
Oh, wait.
They're basically
so we
all
actually
with you.
just want to get rid of the red dudes.
Yeah,
okay.
just the red dudes.
Just the ones that are glowing.
Morgus Redeemed Hydrate. Thank you.
So me and Gaby are going to be up on this hill with these dickheads.
I shouldn't be saying that.
We're just going to say that we're around the side, and you know, we were kind of like doing like what's that called? Going around making sure there wasn't any trouble, and we found trouble.
Yep. Okay.
Other dude, I'm going to say he was on the other ridge, and he's now snuck up behind these dudes.
Okay, so you've left Sundry Garrick,
Sundry,
the Dwarven Battlemaster, up there.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Excellent.
Okay,
so yeah, what's your plan?
Greenwing's first reaction would be to say, if there's an enchanter, kill them first.
Okay.
They all just look like red dudes to me.
The Enchanter isn't going to take that particularly well, and so
and guard your minds.
You see one of them flip their visor open, and it is the one down here closest to Gaby. So this one here in the pink.
Just like, what did I do?
Says, "I'd watch your mouth, catboy."
Well, at least now we have a target.
Oh, I thought you were a prostitute.
I just need to clarify for the people watching. Corin is playing a Kenku. The Kenku cannot speak in a normal way. They can only recite sentences they've previously heard. And Lee, who's playing Corin, has a specific spreadsheet of sentences, and they are all this weird. So she's got to play off a particular playbook.
Yeah, they're coming from a particular game series, and I haven't actually even gone through the other half of the series yet to put in more lines. So there's more lines that are going to be coming.
A limited vocabulary. At the moment.
Have you been adding lines that we or other NPCs have been saying as well?
No, I have not. Now, specifically, my character has decided that she is holding on to these particular memories and wants to keep them alive, so she doesn't want to replace her dialogue.
But yeah, inspiration for that.
That will come out why I've come out with these lines.
Just gonna pump your volume a little bit.
There's lines.
There we go.
Yes, pump me up.
No, yours is fine. It's just Andrus's.
Me?
Okay, so question for me, who is in the inside the cart that I assume this one is standing on top of?
Yes, that one has landed on top of the cart that you're currently inside, yeah.
Okay. How aware am I of things going on outside of the message?
You definitely have heard the thud of feet landing. You'd have heard, obviously, everything they've said. You're not inside, like, a particularly thick bit of wood here. It's kind of like, I'd say it's about 2 inches thick on the sides and roof, so it's sort of starting to cave in under the weight a little as well, but it's, you're all right so far. But it's sort of creaking. Apart from the actual carriage base, which is now on its side, facing between you and Ruz, the carriage base is quite thick because it's got to take all that weight. But the actual, like the roof over it, is quite thin. So you can hear pretty much everything, and you can see through some slats in it as well, but not particularly well, but enough to see that there are figures out there.
Okay, I just need.
Roos's response to this whole thing is to just go look around and go, this doesn't look like Garaki. And just trying to distract them.
Okay, so the one on the cart turns to look at you, flips visor as well, and you can see that this one's a little bit older than the others. Or at least certainly the other one that had flipped a visor open. He's got a few wrinkles going. He's got a terrible looking beard and moustache. Anyway, only his are fully grey, not just touching grey. And he scowls at you, and he says, "Listen, I don't work with jurisdictions, if that's what you're saying. I clean up messes, and you have created a mess, and you will be cleaned up."
We have. I can cast prestidigitation if we need to clean up.
Sorry, I get carried away.
And I cast prestidigitation on his face to soil it.
Okay, so you're
splatting his beard with piss.
Splatting piss into his beard. All right, roll me some initiative, please.
I'm surprised I didn't get a chance to get Hosk to just run into battle.
Well, that's what happens when you spray piss on the leader of the Power Rangers, which is the weirdest sentence I've said all week. And I played Pulsar on Monday with a man called Mr. Hentai.
How about a chicken with a tie sounds very cute. Which I assume is what you mean.
That would be good, yeah. Alright, what's everyone got?
We need a roll initiative for all the characters we're controlling.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Bruce got a 21.
Bruce got a 21. Okay.
And I just need to check Hosk.
It's just number plus dex, right?
Yeah, number plus dex. Unless you've got something special, but I don't think any of those do.
Hang on, I'm just going to get my dice out because I don't have one for Gaby.
Gaby acts after your initiative.
Okay.
Well, on your initiative.
There we go, that's
Gaby
easy.
acts at the same time.
Sweet.
Okay, Grounded got 22 and Salt got 7.
Grounded got 22. Saltpeter got 7. Okay.
Eao got 19. And Orlea got 22.
Wow. Some good rolls.
Yeah. The temporary character gets the nat 20.
Hey, do you want to roll a d6 for that 19? Just so we can determine which one of us is in the top of the order.
What one did Oh no, Grounded got a 22 as well.
Did you mark Greenman?
Greenman, what was Greenman's?
11.
11, okay, that'll put you down here.
And Ardent is at 4.
Okay. Some terrible rolls for some of the backup characters.
I mean, is it really though? Having us spread all throughout the initiative order is probably better than all at once.
Well, that is true.
Yep, I agree with that.
That is true. Okay, I am missing. I've got Grounded. I've got the Firethorn. I've got Ruz. So we need to sort out who's going between Eao and Hosk, I believe, or is it Eao and Ruz?
Eao and Hosk.
Eao and Hosk. So if you both roll a d6, and I need Corin. I need your initiative. What was that?
More.
Okay. Eao then Hosk.
13.
13. Okay. And what about your secondary character?
Sundry 17.
17. All right. Sundry. Then Corin. Like that. Okay, so it is then Eao, and then Hosk. God, it is packed up at the top of my initiative tracker. All right, it's time. We start with the Firethorn. Right, where she is.
Wait, who are we starting with?
Olorel de Pyrocanthus, I believe her name is fully, but...
Okay, yeah, sorry.
That's alright.
Okay, so... Oriel, she is going to... I actually need to get a couple of distances for her. She is going to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Which is it's a first level spell.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to cast it right here.
Okay, so right up here. So that's a dex save, isn't it?
Yeah, everyone within 60 feet, which I believe is everybody on the field except Corin, needs to make a dex save.
60 feet? Wow.
Do also remember that is 80 feet up.
No, that's not. That one is not. The 80 feet was this one over here.
Oh, yeah, what was...
No, that's the same height for those. All of those cliffs are the same height. Yeah, it's a proper canyon you're fighting in.
Okay.
But these smaller ones are 10 feet.
So it would only be...
I'm pretty sure it was 60 feet was the range, not the radius.
60 feet radius seems a lot for color spray. But
not color spray, fairy fire.
Oh, fairy fire. Oh, okay.
Fairy fire.
Wait, so do I need to make a save because I kind of rolled an 8?
Yes, everyone needs to make a dex save at...
Yep. Each object's in a 20-foot cube.
13.
20-foot cube.
Wait, fairy fire?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
its range is 60 feet. It's within 20 feet.
Okay,
sorry.
so within 20 feet, that's going to be 5, 10, 15. So it's only going to be the 3 up on here. So I'll go for the 2.
Technically, it could even
wizards.
just be the 2.
It could be, but we're rolling now because I don't like slowing down combat. So that was a 13 for the one at the top, and the second one rolled an 8. And
one at the top passes. The one at the bottom is shedding 10 feet of dim light and is unaffected, and it does not gain any benefits from invisibility.
Okay.
Also, any attacks on that person are at advantage.
I don't have a saving throw for dexterity.
That means just roll a d20 and add your add the dexterity modifier.
16.
Yeah, you pass.
Okay, let me just. I'm going to put a status thing on this so that we can track that. Which I think I can do by hitting this.
Yeah. Bottom one, 10 feet of dim light. Does not gain benefits of invisibility and advantage on attacks against them.
Alright, it has shades to to represent the fact that it is glowing. What colour is it glowing? What colour is Olorel's fairy fire?
It can be in blue, green, or violet lights. I would ask if you would allow red light.
I would allow red. Light. I do allow customizing spells. So if
then
you
I suppose in this. And this one, to stick with her fire theme, it'll probably be somewhere between like a red and an orange.
Okay, glowing a nice sort of red-orange. Okay, I like that. All right, so all attacks against this one particular SWAT wizard are going to be at advantage, and they don't get the benefit of invisibility. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Mr. Dungeon Master, I have a joke.
We go over to grounded. Because I need to get this combat finished. We go to grounded.
Okay, so... question. If I use my inspiration, does that count as advantage for the purpose of sneak attack?
Yes. Yes, it is.
My question would be, is this guy here adjacent to these two?
I'd say he's close enough, yeah. He's within reach of both of those, because it's a 5-foot reach, so that's fine.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna burn my point of initiative to sneak attack.
Inspiration.
Inspiration. The words. Yeah. Sneak attack this guy with my short bow, and that is.
Which one are you targeting? Sorry, I didn't see the ping off.
The Enchanter.
Yeah, the one nearest Gaby.
The pink one. Yep, got you.
Yep.
Down.
That's a 21 to hit.
21 to hit. That will hit. Yep. Roll damage.
Okay, damage. That is 9 plus 4. That's 13.
Okay. Very nice.
And I will use my last use of Wails from the Grave to make ghosts scream at the guy next to him.
Okay, yeah. Roll your ghost damage, and that is going to be on. Which one is that one? That one is. Oh, okay. Yep, I can see it.
Yep, and that's a 2.
Okay, so that's 2 damage on that one. Very nice. Okay.
And can I just sort of move back, just sort of to the back of the
absolutely
spire and try and hide?
I don't think you're going to be hard to see there, because these two up here are going to be able to see you because they're the same height.
Okay,
but they have bushes in the rain.
They're not that high. They're more difficult terrain.
Can I just sort of hop behind the rock and hide there?
You absolutely can, yes, because you're wearing the slippers of spider climbing. You can just stand on the side of the rock surface, and that's absolutely fine. Yeah, and you can hide like that if you would like, because it doesn't take any of your extra movement to do so.
Yep. Okay, that's a 21 to hide them.
Okay, yep. Okay.
You have hidden.
Pretty well hidden then. Yeah, certainly pretty well hidden. These are not eagles that you're fighting. These are wizards. Okay, after that we go over to... Which one are you? This one up here. So, this wizard up here, in the topmost one, that is going to... They're going to cast... They're going to touch themselves. You know, it's just nice. Oh. And from their feet up, this sort of rumbling as the ground sort of covers their skin and covers all the way up to their head and covers over. So they almost look like a golem or something.
Oh fuck!
And that is their move. They're just going to stay where they are, I think, for that. Yeah, they're gonna stay like that. But yeah, they're all sort of creaking and crumbling, but you know, otherwise look much harder to hit now. Let's put it that way. Okay, from that we go to Ruzad the Blasting.
I think Ruth will just run in to try and jump on top of the cart and try and take on this one right here.
Okay. You're hopping on top of the cart. That's fine. You can do that. It's not going to be too hard for you to climb on top of the cart. It's pretty nicely stable. I'm just going to roll dice to determine if the thing collapses under your weight. Nope, you're good. Okay, give us an attack.
Okay, this is a... Come on.
And this is going against this one. Okay.
That's a 14.
That is a 14. Let me just double check this one's AC. That hits. That hits. Roll damage.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Come on, system.
Okay. Meanwhile... As the strike connects, a flash of energy comes off of the armor, and you are going to take 7 cold damage.
Okay, I'm going to burn my last bardic die to just do a bit of extra damage.
Okay.
So that is doing 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. Dealt 9, took 7. Not too bad.
Yep.
Okay. With that, we go to Eao.
Okay, so... Eao is going to exit the cart.
Yep. That's fine.
And then... Sorry, I need to see something about a spell real quick. Okay, cool. I'm going to use the silence scroll that I have.
Okay.
That you gave us from the Baboon Mist session. And cast it right about here.
Okay, so you're casting it on the roughly around the Enchanter.
Yeah, like roughly in the middle of these two. So within 20 feet of that position, no sound can be created or exited from from that 20-foot sphere.
Okay, good news, Corin. You can finally fart.
Really quiet.
This does also bring up that if any of their spells have a verbal component, they cannot cast that spell unless they exit the 20-foot sphere.
Indeed, which means I've got to fucking look them up. That's no problem, though. That's no problem.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna draw the shape of silence. Ooh, can I use effects? Yes. So within 20 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20. But I don't want Gaby.
What do you mean you don't want Gaby?
So rude.
Fucked it up.
We're all privileged to have Gaby.
I've still fucked it up. Okay, hang on. So 5, 10, 15, 20. 10, 15, 20. Okay, so it's around like that. Anything inside of that can't speak, basically. That's the extent of the silence, I believe. It's technically a circle, but fuck circles.
I mean, I don't want to ruin your artistic interpret. I did put it in the middle of the two of them.
Oh, the middle of the two. Oh, God. I'll let you draw it. Why didn't I let you draw it to start with? I don't know. It'll turn out you're banned from it again. No, you've got drawing permissions. Okay, so you draw that. Meanwhile, we will go to Hosk.
It's very bad, but it's rough. Rage.
Hosk Rage.
Hosk also run at mage.
Hosk run at mage.
I see he's got a Hosky voice.
Oh, terrible. You do have flanking though, so you will be hitting with advantage.
Yep. Oh,
hang on. I need to roll a dice. Nope, you're fine. You've been lucky so far. The upturned cart hasn't collapsed under the weight of 3 people standing on it at the moment.
And 2 of them being big, bulky fuckers.
A proper wicker basket fight going on here, but you know you're still there. Everything's very crunchy underfoot, but you're there. Okay.
Hosk is going to make his 3 attacks.
Okay.
So I'll just roll all 3.
Mm-hmm.
19.
That hits.
14.
That hits.
4.
That does not hit, but 2 hit. So that's pretty good.
Oh, actually, hang on. Sorry. That was a 10. So I was adding the +6 for the for the attack.
No, it's 10 still doesn't hit.
But still, those others hit anyway.
Yeah, 2 hits.
Yep. So that is 2d12 plus 10.
The joys of barbarians.
Actually, 2d12 plus 14.
Got to get that rage damage.
Is 6, 16, 20.
20 damage. Okay. Very nice.
Cool.
That mage is looking
God
bloodied.
for that extra damage.
That mage is looking bloodied. We go to Sundry Garrick, which is Rizolka's second. There we go.
Yes. So I'm gonna go and attack the perpy mate right next to me.
Okay.
With my multi-attack.
All right.
I guess I just hit my multi-attack.
Yep.
So the stun boy? Did you say purple one?
Yeah, the purple one is looking stony.
But Nick, remember the one that I just attacked has a 10-foot lower speed for until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Oh, and that reminds me. Hosk takes... Hosk takes 12 cold damage.
Oh,
okay,
sweet.
I'll keep that.
So I see I've got unarmed. So I think I just have to hit the 2 that I'm gonna do. So I've got a a pushing attack, which might be interesting. So
you do. You have Battlemaster maneuvers, so you can do a pushing attack. So yeah, the wording should be next to it on how you do a pushing attack, and I think it involves you making an actual attack.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got to hang on. When you hit with a weapon attack.
Yeah. So you can wait until you hit damage to do the pushing attack.
Okay. Sweet. Okay. So then, unarmed. Do I have a weapon, or am I just unarmed?
You are using fists. You are punching, but you have a special feat that makes your punches hard. The same one that Grounded went up against in the pit fight.
Okay. So.
Which I'll never stop complaining about, by the way.
Oh, don't worry.
So 12 to hit.
12 to hit. Okay. That hits.
The stone boy.
Yeah. Stone doesn't do what you think it does.
Okay.
So 10 damage to him.
Okay. The fist goes crack into the stone, and it hurts, but not enough to take damage, but it hurts, and it doesn't look like it hurts the stony lad as much as it probably should have. But let me just put that in. That one. There we go. Okay, so that's 10 damage.
So if I'm doing the pushing attack, am I still able to do multi-attack or?
Yes, yeah. They're essentially upgrades to your attacks that you can do.
Okay. So,
are you doing a pushing attack with that one?
I am doing a pushing attack.
Okay,
yes.
So you're going to want to roll a d8, which is your superiority die, and that will.
Which is this lovely one here.
Yeah.
Oh, and that fell on my lap. 4.
Okay, so that will add to the damage as well. And so that adds 4 to the damage, and the target must make a strength save or be pushed away 15 feet, I believe. Now, the DC is 15 on that. So let me do a strength save for a wizard. Notoriously strong people. Let me just double check the stats here for you. No. That's a 10. So it has been pushed back 15 feet. Now, you've done this on a cliff edge. So your pushing attack is going 5, 10, 15. It's making a noise that I can say, closest description is, yeah, as it falls down. Like, it stands there for a second. Looks down, holds up a sign that says yelp, and then falls. So it's going to take 8d6 falling damage, because it's falling 80 feet. So
fun fact, chat. All wizards are actually
9,
just Looney Tunes characters.
12, 13, 14, 17, 21.
Yeah, Wark's good enough.
Oop, cocked it again. And then a 6. So 27 falling damage. And it's already partly damaged. That doesn't count as a weapon attack either, so it doesn't get stone skin. So that is 30 total damage you've done in one round. Which is not bad, and I will say that is a bloodied abjurer that you're looking at right there.
You still have one attack, by the way.
You do still have one more attack, yeah, you have a second attack.
We're going for the other one.
Okay.
Can you push twice in one turn?
Believe so. That one doesn't cost you bonus action. One of them costs you bonus action, but it's not that one, so you can make 2 pushing attacks. Do bear in mind you've only got 4 superiority dice in total, so you might want to save them. But
keep that in mind.
You can. So there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm going to do it for this one.
You'll have advantage on this attack, by the way, because it's glowing like a Christmas tree.
Okay, so that's a 14 to hit.
That hits.
You have advantage.
You have advantage, though. Roll it again just in case you crit, which will obviously do extra damage.
Yes. So many screens.
It's an improvement.
Okay, so that hits. Roll your superiority die, and I'll roll a save. That time
that is a 5.
And that is a 3. So it's getting pushed for sure. So you're adding 5 damage. What was the damage from your actual attack?
5.
5 bludgeoning.
5 bludgeoning. And then what was the superiority die?
5.
That was a 5.
Oh, okay. So it's 10 in total. Okay. So that's going against... Which one's this one? Oh, this one. Yeah, okay. And then it's getting pushed 15 feet. 5, 10, 15. Yahoo! Down. Now, it's not falling 80 feet here because this lower boundary is 10 feet. So it's falling 70 feet. But that's still 7d6 of falling damage. So, 5, 10, 13, 15, 17, 18, 19. 19 falling damage.
That's what you fuckers get. Sundry's got a bit of a pony now.
A bloodied wizard. That is a bloodied wizard as well. 2 bloodied wizards in 1 turn. Very nice. Okay.
After... 3 bloodied wizards in 1 round.
Yeah. After Sundry, we now go to this wizard over here, who's next to Corin, and they. All right, I've got to look up all these spells because I've got to double check they can actually cast them. God damn it! I knew I should have added the components. This is good. This is gonna be in the. It's gonna. Well,
you're the one who gave.
All those
who
plans
gave
and now they're
control.
mute.
Okay, component is only verbal. Are you fucking kidding me? All right. So his plan is somewhat fucked. So he's going to change plan. He's going to cast something else. Let's have a look. Verbal. Okay, next one. Verbal.
Let me get my knitting out.
I think this one's okay. I think this one's okay. No, verbal. Are you kidding me? Why do you have to talk to cast that spell? Alright. No, it's okay. They're just going to move out of the silence zone. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, like that. They're on the absolute edge of the cliff. Now, Corin, if you want to do an attack of opportunity, it did get close to you there.
Yes. So I'm going to sickle, primary sickle. That's only a 9 to hit.
Okay, that doesn't hit, I'm afraid. And it is going to cast... so it can see in here, though. I'm just double-checking ranges, but I'm pretty sure... How do I see ranges? It should be... Shift. There we go. Okay, only 1 target, I think. 2 targets! Excellent! So it is casting blindness/deafness, and the 2 of you suddenly, woomph, your eyesight starts to feel hazy. Can I get a Constitution save, please? And I'm going to need that from Corin and from Olorel the Firefawn.
Oh.
What about with my glasses? Is that going to affect it?
Do your glasses do anything special? For this particular? It might. I'm not saying they don't.
No, but I have blind fighting. I'm fine.
Well.
Hang on, so that was
Constitution, you said?
Yes, Constitution save.
Also in a zone of silence, so if you can't hear anything, that's nothing.
They have blind fighting?
Thank you for giving this druid 2 plus 2 in Constitution. That's a 16.
Okay. She's fine. She can see. You're both fine. You've shrugged it off. Well done. You've shrugged off blindness and deafness. Okay, we go over to Corin. You currently can't speak, though, where you are, if you need to. Unfortunately.
Can I give inspiration for that?
What was
Corin already has inspiration from earlier.
Breast milk? I swear I heard something about breast milk.
You're busy in a fight. You heard nothing.
yeah. How much can Corin? How much ground? Oh, I've got what's called longbow. So with Corin, I'm gonna attack with my longbow the dude that just tried to blind me. That's an 8, so that's probably not gonna hit.
Yes, especially as it would be a disadvantage because you're within reach of another person. Who is kind of going like that to distract you. It's like that's enchantment magic for you. You just make a lot of loud noises and flap the arms, and you've got like that's it. You're enchanted.
You can't make loud noises. You can't.
This is how you do it. You're like It's also how you talk to ghosts. You got to use the ghost.
I assume that the enchanter is just like
just constantly like.
Corin's gonna point at the enchanter and mouth to Gaby because obviously she can't say "shame on you," which is Gaby's attack. Hopefully, Gaby then is wrapped enough to be like, "Okay, fuck, I'm gonna do it."
I'm gonna say you and Gaby are probably in sync enough that Gaby will be able to tell. If not, Gaby probably would have attacked anyway, it being the closest antagonistic thing. So
it's only a 6.
Only a 6 for Gaby. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's gonna miss as well, I'm afraid. Yeah.
Is the enchanter flanked?
Yeah, actually, yeah, close enough for a flank there, actually. So you can re-roll the attack.
That's better.
What's that, Rizoka?
21.
That is a 21.
21 hits, yeah. Roll some damage.
Okay, that's 10 slashing damage.
That's against the Enchanter. Okay, very nice. Not quite bloodied, but certainly feeling the damage as Gaby just leaps straight at him. A whirlwind of claws going on there. Okay, with Corin done, we go to we go to the Dayglow Power Ranger that has currently been sort of covered by. It's now partly covered in dust, but also still glowing thanks to fairy fire. Not finding itself in the best of positions where it currently is. So
just next to the big column.
It's going to touch a part of its armor, and it is suddenly going to split into 3 equal versions of itself. Surrounding itself. So that is its entire turn, and it's going to stand there.
No. I have a question for the interaction with fairy fire. Do all of its clones get it, or does the original still only have it?
All of them get it. For the interaction. So they're all glowing, and you will get advantage against. Technically, you just attack the one thing, and I roll a dice to determine which one you hit. That's how the spell works. So you'll still just be attacking them, and you'll still do it with advantage. Okay, that's them done, and we go to Green Mane.
Okay. Are there still any horses around me?
They're dead, but yeah.
I mean, Hosk I know dismounted.
Oh, the horses that first party brought are all up here. Pretty much. They run off after jumping off them.
Orlera, whatever her name is, she rode her horse down there. She is still mounted atop.
Oh, she's still mounted. Okay, so she's still on horseback.
As is Ardent. I just know that the Hosk dismounted somewhere down here.
Any dismounted horses would have just run off when fighting started.
Okay. Fair enough.
Even though they're not that good at horsing. They're horsing. No, they're not that good. They're not that well trained. They're not
at horseplay.
They're not like the horses the knights might have
move
had,
over here.
That sort of thing. Okay.
Do I have line of sight on the Enchanter, or is he blocked up by the cliff face?
The Enchanter's high up, but you can probably see him because he's right on the edge. So I reckon you can.
I'll throw an Eldritch Blast at him. Because I can.
Sure.
Into the silence. That is, I believe, a 15 to hit.
That'll hit. I love the Karakian grudge against enchantment magic that you all have, despite the fact that you have one enchanter in the party yourself.
I mean, I also use enchantment magic, but it's mostly the fact that I know that they use enchantment magic to great effect, usually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they do.
Enough that they outloud it here, so,
To great effect, yeah.
The Enchanter sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is going to be 10 points of force damage.
10 points of force damage. That is now a bloodied-looking wizard. As that bolt of eldritch, crackling light hits him right in the face. He stumbles a bit, but he's still up.
I would like to ghost this guy unreadded.
Sure.
The guy in the shades.
Curse doesn't use a spell slot, does it? Because you previously mentioned your arrow.
No.
That's Hex, I'm thinking. Yeah.
That's just the bonus section.
Okay, so guy in the glasses is also cursed. Hold on a sec. Let's give him a status effect.
He is not having a good day. Like, even compared to the others.
Can I put multiple status effects on? Let me just have a look. Status icons. Let's give him that for curse. I mean, if he gets poisoned, that'll get confusing. Ooh, there we go. An update. Yeah. There we go. He's not having a good time. He's not having a good time at all.
Huh.
It's a bad time for the. There's 3 of them, but they're not having a party. Let's put it that way. Okay, with Greenmane's turn gone, it is now the captain of the ghost squad. I'm just checking a few things. Yeah, he is. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to cast Fireball. He is going to cast Fireball on himself.
Against the darkness. Oh,
how could you do this to us, XP to 3?
So, it is going to be a 20-foot radius around himself. So, I'm going to need... Is that 5, 10, 15, 20? Yeah. So, I'm going to need a dex save from Olorel, from Eao, from Hosk, from Ruzad, from Saltpeter, from the Brass Defender, and just about from the Illusionist as well, who's walked into the wrong neighborhood.
What are we rolling again?
A dex save.
Dex.
Yeah.
Okay.
He actually
Olorel
passes,
got 14.
so he's going to take half damage.
Eao got 21.
Okay, so Olorel and Eao pass for half damage.
Ruse got
21.
Ruse failed. Salt passed for half damage. What about Hosk?
I'm just going to say he failed.
Okay.
I'm not voicing that roll. That was utter trash.
Okay, so the amount of damage is 8d6. So 5, 7, 9, 10. It's actually a pretty poor roll, so you're doing alright. 12, 15, 20, 24 damage to everyone who failed, 12 to everyone who passed.
I don't think I can edit.
Does the fire genasi also have resistance to fire? Just checking.
I believe the fire genasi does have resistance to fire. It is worth double checking.
So, how does resistance and succeeding this pass?
You would take half of the
damage.
halved damage again, yeah. So, succeeding on the dex save, you take half damage, but then the fire resistance will half it again afterwards.
So what was that damage again? 24, wasn't it?
24, yes. So
24 total, yeah.
24 for anyone who failed, 12 for anyone who passed, and specifically for Olorel, 6.
Yeah.
Actually,
I don't think I can edit Ansel's HP.
Maybe not. It's not actually... I can't see the HP anyway. So you should be able to edit it, but in that case, let me track it on here. So he would have passed, so he took 12. Yeah, I'll track that for you. So he's down 12 health. I don't think he's taken any damage yet, otherwise, from any other sources.
Yeah.
Yet. So, okay, that's his go. And we go to Ansel. It is Saltpeter's go.
Okay, so he's not going to be too happy about that. Let's see. Obviously, he's got crossbow. What else he got?
Salt.
Okay.
A repeating crossbow at that.
You know what? He's going to cast catapult at this guy for that. Yeah.
Okay, what are you throwing?
What am I throwing?
I believe catapult has a specific, you are throwing something that's around you that can weigh up to a certain amount.
I'm sorry, I just imagine using catapult.
There are plenty of rocks around you if you want. You're right by a cliff, so there are plenty of rocks.
Yep. Well, actually, no, rock's a bit basic. I pull out a bag full of bolts and launch that.
A bag full of bolts. Okay. Launching a bag full of bolts straight at them. Right. So how much damage does that do? I assume it is based on the spell itself.
Should be.
Yeah.
Should
one
be.
Object weighing 1 to 5 pounds within range that's not being worn or carried. The object flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in the direction you choose before falling to the ground, stopping early if it impacts against a solid surface. If the object would strike a creature, that creature must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving.
Okay, who's getting hit?
Okay. That would be this guy.
Okay, the evoker's going to make a dex save. And that's going to be based on your spell save DC, which is going to be... I believe it's 15 for that one. That's a 9 in total, so that's failed. Okay, so it's taking 3d8 bludgeoning damage, I think, but you can change it to piercing if you'd like.
Yeah.
As that makes more sense to me. Not that it matters, actually, for this guy, but it's nice.
Yeah, piercing works for me.
Yeah, so...
Gotta have the proper flavor to the damage.
Oh, yeah. Tasty, seasoned damage.
That's 16 damage then.
16 damage. Okay. That wizard is currently like riddled in holes. There are cracks in the armor through which you can see blood seeping from it now. He's not doing great. He's not doing great at all. But he's still up.
Having a fun time.
He is still up. Okay. We go to Ardent Crystal.
He gets knocked down, but he gets up again.
Oh, the Brass Defender gets to go on the same turn for a bonus action, if it wants.
Oh, yep.
And I've actually added it to the stat block in Legend Keeper now, so you can see it.
I really should open Legend Keeper.
It helps.
It does help. Okay, in between, let's have Ardent Crystrid do her go.
Ooh, okay. She will turn around her horse. After dodging the cart and seeing that something else is happening, and she will ride her horse next to the cart, not onto the cart because that would be silly.
Okay, next to the cart.
And she will multi-attack the wizard.
Okay. Give me an animal handling check first, please. Because you are jumping what I believe I previously was a 10-foot drop, but I'll say it's probably more likely 5 foot now I think about it, to get down there.
Okay, animal handling.
Unless you're going over the caltrops, in which case.
In which case, a different saving throw.
In which case, a different saving throw. But I think you're going in a straight line, I imagine.
Yeah, that's a 7.
7. She's prone here, and the horse is continuing. The jump is quite a big one, and she's not a trained rider, and she just goes woof, off the back. Unfortunately.
Okay.
You can still use your remaining movement. You use half of your movement to get up.
Yeah. Okay.
And she would have had 60 feet before then. And I think when you dismount, your movement is reduced by a certain amount. I forget. I'll look it up at some point. But I'll say you've probably got enough to get up and make an attack still. You just look stupid.
Half still, and I guess there's a half left now. So I don't think she can quite reach anything beyond his ankles, so that's what we're attacking.
She is quite short. She is a halfling.
So that is going to be a beautiful...
I believe this is also an advantage
25 for the first hit.
Yes, it would be an advantage.
Advantage as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that did not improve it, so 25 for the first attack.
That hits.
And 23 for the second.
23 for the second. They both hit. Okay, roll damage.
Is that D6 or D8? Let me check. D8. Okay. Ah! That did not land on the table, so that is 10 points of damage on the first attack.
Okay, hold off there because...
And 9 for the second.
He's collapsing to the ground. He's gone, but you are taking 13 points of cold damage.
Okay.
As the armor flashes as you hit it in white light, and yeah, it feels extremely cold to the touch, and the cold goes straight across the weapon into your hand. But that one is dead.
Yay, we killed the leader!
As its corpse drops to the ground, a gate opens up beneath it, and the three of you can see down into it, into a beautifully parquetted floor. It looks like almost the central chamber of a cathedral or something, where waiting underneath is a stack of 4 mattresses for the wizard to land on, and then the gate closes again.
So does this mean we don't actually have to feel guilty about killing them because they'll probably be teleported to safety and survive?
Maybe. I mean,
I'm suddenly glad I did not have Hosk grapple him.
Hosk would have loved it. At last, more targets.
And that is how the mage is killed in Karaki or Karaki, one of those.
But you've beaten what is arguably the hardest wizard, so well done. On to the next ones, I suppose. So you've still got 1 attack left on Ardent Crystrid, but I don't know if you've got enough movement.
So I don't think that's
if you've got anything ranged, though, you could maybe use that. I can't remember. I think you've just got a spear. You've used the javelin.
Can I just ask a stupid question?
Go for it.
Where on Legend Keeper is the stats of the Bronze Defender?
Karaki, second, the Sundered City, the Guild of Vikings, secondaries, and down there.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's under quite a few folders. It's in the same one as your character. I've just put it underneath on the same page.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, after Ardent, we go to the Enchanter, who is right next to Gaby and not feeling great about that situation. So the Enchanter is going to cast... What can it cast? That's a good question.
Not much.
I mean, it can cast whatever it wants if it leaves. It just has to take 2 opportunity attacks.
Indeed.
And walk beyond the edge of the map.
Alright, it's going to...
or behind Gaby.
It's going to break away from Gaby. Gaby, you can make a reaction attack.
Is that still tracking?
What was that, sir?
A hit, Mole.
Oh. Never mind my question. That's a critical, so it doesn't matter if it's flanking.
Indeed. Okay, so critical hit. Go for it. Roll damage.
That's a 9 plus a 3, so that's 12.
12 damage. Okay. There you are. So.
Now, which direction is it going? Does Corin also get to hit?
Unfortunately, it's still within your reach, so no. And it's going to use... So, as the hit sort of carves at it, it stumbles backwards, and a magical gate appears behind it. It steps in, and appears here. teleports to this location, where it now is going to cast Confusion on...
Out of curiosity,
it's going to cast it there.
Spells? Is that 2 spells?
No.
Okay.
Something built into its armor. It can do that as a reaction. Right, so... it's casting it here, so I'm going to need a Wisdom save from... I'm going to need it from Saltpeter, Ruse, Hosk, and Ardent Crystrid, please.
12 for Ardent.
Okay.
20 for Ruse.
Very nice. So Ardent fails. Ruse passes.
And 11 for Hosk.
Hosk fails. And Ansel?
Wisdom, did you say?
Yeah, Wisdom.
That'll be an 11.
11. Okay, so Hosk fails, Ardent fails, and Ansel fails. The first team all fail their Wisdom save. They are all confused. So on their turn, they're going to have to make a roll at the start of their turn, a D10 roll, and that will determine whether they're able to act at all or whether they do something even worse. But we'll do that on the start of their turns. They can repeat the save at the end of every of their turns. So that's them done, and we go right back to the top to Olorel, the Firethorn.
Should we do the brass guardian?
Yes. Have you got the brass?
Okay, I still can't find it.
Guardian?
Sorry, I'm under Karaki, Sundered City South. But I'm
Then Guild of Icons. Then
use
secondaries.
the bar on the left to search, not the main page.
Yep. Hang on. Oh, here we are.
I think there's also a search page, and you can just search the name, but on the bottom left of the screen. We can still do the Firethorns, and we can, because the brass defender will only take place right at the end of the round anyway, so we can just sandwich that in as soon as we get the rules. So
Okay,
go for it.
I can link you the
Yeah.
page.
Okay. Yeah, I found it.
okay, then.
Oh, if you're ready, then yeah, go for it.
If you want to familiarize yourself first, I guess we can.
I will use a defensive pounce on this guy.
Okay.
That is a reaction.
Oh wait, yeah, it's a reaction. Never mind.
You do have a bite.
Yeah, I'll just bite him.
Can't go wrong with bite. All right, those
Okay.
metal chompy teeth. Let's see how well it goes. You're not going to get advantage on this one because of the positioning. There's no flanking going on, but yeah, just go for that chomp.
Fairy fire.
I mean.
Oh, Fairy Fire! You are going to get
Fairy
advantage. Yes, this was the Dayglow one, of course.
Fire.
It's also
Fairy Fire
Hex.
lasts a full 10
It
minutes.
doesn't matter because I
10
have
minutes.
got.
Did you roll a 20? Well done.
Yes.
Very nice. Okay, roll damage. And that's going up
Okay,
against
so-
this one.
That's 2D. Oh,
I'm sorry, it lasts
One.
1 minute, not 10 minutes. But still.
That's all you need. It's 10 rounds.
d8 plus 2.
It's not concentration, is it?
It is. I rolled a
Okay.
14, which I assumed passed when I got hit by the fireball.
Yeah, that would pass because you only took 12 damage.
Oh wait, so for a critical hit, do I just roll
6
damage
damage.
again, or do I just double it?
For a critical hit, you roll again. You took 12 damage. It was 24 in total.
Yeah, she passed the. She's the fire
Oh,
genasi,
so,
and she
yeah.
passed the.
For some reason, I in my head, for some reason, Eao cast the spell despite not actually having spellcasting. I don't know why. That's on me. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, roll the damage dice twice.
Wait, you mean Eao doesn't have spellcasting?
Not yet.
This is new to Ruse.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I am the greatest spellcaster in the city.
That's
I can make
38
rabbits
total
appear out of hats.
How much damage was that?
38 total.
That's a good crit. Okay. Let me just do some adding up. No, that one's dead. That one's dead. Okay.
Are you sure that's a 1d8 plus 2 damage on the bite?
It says 2d8 here. Wait, did I read that?
You're looking at repair.
Oh wait, wrong. Oh yeah, 1d8. My mistake.
Oh, that makes more sense. Okay. I may not be dead then. Okay, so 2d8's worth of those dice. How much is that?
Okay, that's 18 damage then. Sorry
18 damage. No problem. No problem. Still up, but feeling very bad about it. Still up, but feeling very bad about it indeed. Okay, we go to top of the round with our Fire Fawn, the Fire Genasi Circle of Wildfire Druid.
Yeah, I'm going to need this one, the yellow guy.
Oh, yeah?
To make a dex save. Yeah, I'm going to need him to make a dex saving throw as she casts Fireball at him, and exclusively him.
Dex saving throw it is. Alright. That's an 11. So I'm assuming not.
Yeah, no. Now, if I'm right, that's 8d6?
It would indeed be 8d6 damage.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm actually going to cast it slightly on this side of him so that
it doesn't
Corin's
hit
out of the range.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is 27 damage.
27 points of damage. Okay. And
what are the rules for an avalanche?
No avalanche, I'm afraid. Fireball actually doesn't do any concussive damage. It is purely fire. So I need to stop trying to move the map on the stream. I'm going to lock that in position because I keep trying to drag it to move it because I keep thinking it's the bloody actual map. So I'm going to lock that in position now. Okay. So that is now... Nope, still not even bloodied. Okay. It is now Grounded's go.
Okay, so before we start, can I ask a question?
Go for it.
Would jumping across a gap count as my action?
No, it wouldn't be an action. It's part of your movement. And depending on how far you're going, it might involve a check. Your jump range is based on your strength score.
Okay, in that case, what I want to do is I want to climb around here and then attempt to jump across the gap and then attack this one.
Okay, so you're going to jump that gap, so that's going to be 5, 10, 15 feet about.
It might be easier to go from here.
What is your strength score?
My strength score is 14.
Okay, I will need an athletics check, please.
That's 11.
You're fine. You make it across. So for future reference, your long jump length, your distance is equal to your actual strength score. But and I would have allowed that normally, but if you have not got a running jump, it's halved.
Yeah.
And you need a minimum distance beforehand. But you make it across anyway. You've sort of held on and then just launched yourself across like a Prince of Persia going on here.
Just done a half flip, like.
Just done a half flip, yeah, properly. Like if you get out a dagger on the way down, you can try an assassination mid fall. Hopefully there'll be some straw underneath to catch you.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
roll when you've got a corpse.
Speaking of which, it is time to stab.
I'm just going to draw my rapier and just try and transfer as much of my momentum from my fall into him.
Okay, go for it. Roll to hit. If it hits, I will say you can probably add 1 extra sneak attack damage on you. Or sorry, you can have sneak attack on it because I don't think you'd normally have advantage on this. So I will allow you a sneak attack because it won't be. Won't be expecting that.
He might still be
that's an 18 to hit.
That is an 18 to hit. That hits. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, and that's against that one. Okay. How much damage?
Okay, that's 6 from the rapier and another 8 from the sneak attack for a total of 14.
14. Okay. So the rapier sort of goes chunk against the stone flesh on this wizard, but it sort of chips off a couple of blocks of it, and does draw some blood underneath. Like you were able to find a weak spot in the armor and cut at it. But it's still doing okay. It's still doing okay. It does look bloodied now, though. Blood is drawn. Blood is in the water now.
Well, it was already bloodied from the fall.
Yeah, it's even more bloodied, actually. That's quite right. It was bloodied before.
Yeah. Just as a reminder, stone skin is a concentration spell.
Yeah, it is. But I modify a lot of these things to make it simpler to run in battle. So, over to Ruz. If you want to know, the armor is keeping it up. Over to Ruz, which is how I will be describing all of this. Actually, no, it's over to it. It's go. It's go.
Oh, wait, I still have my bonus action.
Oh, yep, go for it.
Okay. I don't suppose I can just try and roll into the... No, there's nothing under there, is there?
You can certainly try.
You probably don't have much movement left at this point.
You know what, Script? Can I just try and hide on the rock face and hope he doesn't see me?
What, just climb up and hope he doesn't see you? Yeah. You can try that. Roll me a stealth check.
Come on, high roll. That is a dirty 20.
Is it a 30 or a 20?
A dirty 20.
Oh, a dirty 20. Oh, I heard a 30 for a second. I was like, what? Unfortunately, he can indeed still see you because you're casting a shadow directly on him.
Damn it.
Yeah, I would have allowed it maybe for a natural 20, but that would have been it, pretty much, because they like you're quite nearby and he would have seen you. And it is his go, and as it's his go, he's going to cast. Yes. Okay. He's going to. Let's see, can I get the range on this? Yes, he's going to go 5, 10, 15, so you can do an attack with opportunity if you like.
Yep, I'll just jab him with my rapier again.
Okay, roll that to hit.
That's a 7.
Okay, that doesn't hit. And he is going to cast Dispel Magic on this person here, and is going to remove the fairy fire. Which doesn't need a check, it just happens.
Does it also remove the hex?
No, only one spell at a time.
Plus the hex. This is not a hex, this is a curse, which is not a spell.
That's a good point. It would have to be Remove Curse, which doesn't exist. No, yeah, Remove Curse exists. That's fine. So I'm just going to take the status symbol off of Glowy. This one is no longer Glowy. And... But still cursed. Okay, so that's the Abjurer. We go to Ruz. Ruz, you're partially on fire. What's going on? Oh, that's a point. Yeah, the cart's on fire. As Fireball sets fire to any flammable objects in the radius.
That aren't being worn.
Yeah, wear the cart and maybe it would have been okay, but...
The silver is wearing the cart.
Okay,
that doesn't
I'm going
work.
to hop off the car in
You're
case
hop
it
off
does
the
end
flaming
up doing
car.
some radiant damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my last spell slot that I didn't realise I still had to refer to the guy in the stone armour as the knockoff thing.
Do they know what thing is?
Okay. So you're casting Vicious Mockery, I'm guessing, or is it Dissonant Whispers?
No, Dissonant Whispers. I'm whispering it in their ear.
Okay, so that's a Wisdom save, if I remember rightly. So let me just do that.
Yep.
Well, that's a 4.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
And 16 damage.
16 psychic damage on this one. Okay. Yep, alright. It's not doing well at all. Now, if I remember, Dissonant Whispers has other effects?
Yes, they must run as far away from... must run 10 feet away from me, and they have disadvantage against me until next turn.
Okay, 5, 10. They're next to
If I
ground
remember
again.
correctly.
It's not a good time. Not a good time for the abjurer, but oh well.
Oh no, it just takes...
That's what he gets.
Did work.
That is its reaction gone.
That is its reaction gone. Okay, interesting. That will have effects. Okay, with Ruz gone, we go to Eao.
Awesome. Eao is going to make
hang
her
on a sec.
way...
Eao, you were hit by confusion. Roll me a d10.
I was not.
Oh no, you passed. You passed. It's the B team, isn't it? Yeah. No, we'll deal with that when we get to them then.
The A team.
I wasn't. I apparently wasn't even in range of the
Other
confusion.
B team.
No, you probably weren't actually. It's not a huge range on it.
But I'm going to move Eao over here and around the caltrops, which would still be within her 40-foot range.
Okay, that's fine. Approaching the Enchanter.
Yep. At this point, Eao is
the Enchanter
going...
is in my range, by the way. Just so you need to, if you need to know.
No flanking in that position though.
No, Eao is just going to use her rapier.
Okay, give it a good stab. And let's see what the hit is. This one's not looking so well, so you might finish him off.
That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah. Roll damage. You do have someone within reach nearby, so I will say you can do sneak attack. I know technically it's within 5 feet, but they're still harrying.
I think the ruling is engaged. Like, they have to be engaged. But you still going to allow sneak attack?
Oh, yeah.
My last attack was against the Enchanter.
Well, Greenman has a 10-foot reach, so...
Yeah, that's 16 damage.
16 damage. Okay. Oh, so close. So close. It's still up, unfortunately. But very, very, very close indeed. This Enchanter's not going to last very long. Some proper Karaki justice going on soon. Karaki justice being the TV show that you're all going to film at the end of this. Okay, with Eao done, we go to Hosk. Can I get a D10, please?
7.
Aha, okay. So on a 7... Oh, hold on a sec. I've got to roll a Constitution saving throw. It passes. Okay, because it was from the Enchanter. So, on a 7, you must make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within reach, Hosk. The only one within reach is Ardent Crystrid, so please make a melee attack against Ardent Crystrid.
That's not gonna include multi-attack, right?
No, it's a single melee attack.
Lucky us.
Well, that was a... I think that's an 11.
Does that hit Ardent? No, I didn't think so. No. Plate armor. Yeah.
And the shield.
Walking around like a pill bug. Okay, so that doesn't hit, but Ardent's looking a little upset about this as well.
You mean Ardent, who is also confused?
Yes, is very confused now because she's just been hit by her own teammate. But that is Hosk's entire go. We go to Sundry Garrick.
Ardent is confused. She doesn't know what's going on.
Sundry's not going to be able to do much, but Sundry's going to start making his way down. So that's 1. When I'm doing diagonals, is that still 5?
That's still 5, yeah.
Okay, so
in space.
10, 15, 20, 25. I'm coming for this.
Yeah, those stubby legs.
That's his whole move.
That's the whole movement speed, yeah.
Oh, I mean, he's got nothing else he can do because he's got grapple and he's got unarmed strike. That's not going to get him.
That is true.
The rest of the
distance. Dash.
He can dash. You can use your action to go another 25 feet if you want to continue closing in.
Would I still be able to grapple?
No, that would use one of your attacks. But you can use your action to get in closer if you need to. But keeping distance might be
I think I'm at a good distance because
you can also use your action to dodge.
Yeah, you can also use your action to dodge, which means anyone attacking you will be at disadvantage.
Sweet, right. I'll do that then.
Okay, so you're getting into a defensive stance. You're getting ready. fists up to block it.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm ready for anything.
With Sundry done, we go over to the one at the bottom over here. And the one at the bottom over here is going to cast... Ooh, in 30 feet? Oh, really? Who's in 30? Well, no, that height, that's not going to be 30 feet. Okay, it's going to be Corin. Or, nope, Gaby's out. It's got to be Corin. Alright, Corin, can I have a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yes.
As you suddenly feel sicker than you have ever felt. It feels like the plague has struck you. Parts of your skin start to wither and break out into pustules. And we'll see how much damage you take.
It's not 14. That's not great with my
14 is enough. You are going to take half of this damage. Hang on.
Okay.
5.
Yeah, the stoon from Baboon the Seed is coming
10.
back to haunt Colin.
18. 20. 21. 24. 28. So you're going to take 14 necrotic damage as a wave of blight rushes over you. Yeah, that's...
Still not as bad as the stew.
Yeah, it feels bad. It feels bad.
Oops. No. Stop. I didn't mean to put 3,259 in there.
Taking all the damage and immediately not just dying, but taking the planet with you. Right.
No. I accidentally added that onto... I added that on by accident.
Oh, okay.
So
Ascending to godhood.
So much necrotic that it made me go the other way.
Okay, Corin, it is your go. You're still in a silence square, and you're feeling ill, but that's not like a mechanical thing. You've just taken some damage.
My speed 30, so 5, 10, 15. Yeah, okay. Corin is going to come up out of the silence. Comes straight up to this fucker. And she's going to do the Scissor Attack.
Okay.
Is the primary and the secondary.
Okay, so you're going to...
Sickle attacks.
Going to get out the scythes and just go... Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me some attacks.
Yeah. So that's 5 slashing and 1.
Oh, roll me to hit rolls.
18 and 21.
Oh, 18 and 21. Oh, they both hit, yeah. So 5 slashing and then 1 slashing, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, 6 damage. Gotcha. Okay. That is a bloodied looking necromancer. And those slashes just through the armor, leaving visible cuts now that look sort of putrid. The blood is not a healthy red. It's a very deep black colour seeping from it. You're not certain this one's alive.
And Corin's just going to say, I'm taking you out for good this time.
Excellent. Okay, with Corin done, we go to Greenmane.
All right.
Oh, wait, sorry, Gaby.
Oh, yeah, Gaby.
I'm just going to move Gaby.
Gaby can move in, all right.
Sorry.
Yep, okay,
This
Greenmane.
is still sand to the south. Right.
Yeah, it continues as just like flat, unceasing desert in that direction, basically, as you enter the proper Almpatris desert, the one you walked to come to Karaki.
Oh, actually, I'm in range of that dude. Can I just get Gaby to do a quick slash at him?
Go for it. Yeah. Do a quick slash. Meanwhile, Greenmane, what's going on?
Yeah. Sorry.
Slash with advantage.
Gaby gets advantage because of flanking.
Yeah. You got flanking, so advantage.
Okay, that's 12 to hit. 8
you have advantage.
And I've got, oh yes, I can roll that again. Hang on, let me roll it again.
That's better.
Okay. Well, that'll hit because 12 hits.
Now 18 to hit, and that one it is 6 slashing damage.
Okay, another gate opens up underneath this one as its corpse falls through into this pristine-looking chamber, although admittedly a much more blood-stained set of mattresses underneath, and there are a lot of people milling around. You hear brief shouting and panic, and then the gate closes again. And that is the Enchanter gone.
Yeah, so that's why I could not immediately take my turn.
Yes.
Okay, I will
over to green mage.
Rush over here and wait, not that close. I'm gonna rush over here and cut down on this giant.
Okay, using your reach
what's
weapon. This one has your curse
Okay.
against.
My hex, yeah.
Yeah.
My curse, yes, not hex. I also confuse these things. And that's gonna be a 16 to hit.
16 hits. Now, hold on a sec, because I need to roll to determine if it actually hits it.
Oh, right, yes.
D20. Yes. Okay, so one of the duplicates around it flashes away and destroys. And is destroyed.
Okay. And that's...
That one had duplicates.
I'm just gonna give it a good roar.
Okay, you're gonna give a good roar. Very nice.
So that's gonna be... I'm just gonna have to find my click roar button. There it is. So that's gonna be a DC 12 or become frightened of me. I'm using it specifically to target the mage.
That is unfortunately a 17. So this one's feeling brave today, but yeah, no. Unfortunately, it's rolled quite well on its save there. No, it may not be tomorrow. I mean, well, when you've got your own bed of clerics waiting in a church to catch your body and revivify you, it's not so bad dying. So yes, with that done, we go over to Saltpeter. There are a lot of dead mages on this list now. Yes, I will need a D10, please, from Salt.
No, you don't. The Enchanter is dead.
Yes, concentration's broken. You're good. Yep, it is a concentration spell, so you're good.
Okay, so Saltpeter. Okay, so I get 2 attacks with my crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just try? Can I just target one of each of the duplicates to get rid of the one of them, or
no? You have to target them, and it's a roll to determine if it hits the duplicate. There's one duplicate dead. There are 3 in total. Well, 2 now.
Okay.
You have a friend here who could help as well.
True.
So no one else is yet concentrating on that one, but of course there's a lot of people just freed up.
Okay, so tell you what. First, I'll have. Does the defender go at the end of my turn?
Yeah, end of your turn.
All the time. Okay. In that case, I will. You know, actually, I'll just shoot at this guy.
Okay, you do have an enemy within 5 feet, so it will be at disadvantage.
No, he does not. The character does not, because there's 10 feet of.
Oh yeah, he's down a hill. Very good point. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Roll ahead for your 2 attacks against the one over by grounded.
I just had to clarify that when I said he, I meant the character.
Okay, that's a 9 and
9. Okay.
Another 9
and another 9. Both of those miss, I'm afraid.
I'm very disappointed in you, Die.
Well, on the plus side, they didn't hit you. What's the Iron Defender doing then? Well, sorry, the Brass Defender.
Yeah, the defender's just going to bite the.
Yeah, good old bites.
Did you determine this boy's magic?
The legally distinct Brass Defender. You haven't determined what this one is, but you can probably make a guess after it cast Mirror Image.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, roll me for the bite.
That's a 10.
Okay. 10. Okay. Yeah. All right. It is. I don't know if I've said bloody before, but it certainly is now.
Oh, I meant that's a 10 to hit.
Oh, nope. Sorry. Yeah, that misses. However, I do have to determine if that attacks one of the copies. It does. But it still misses, apparently.
Yeah, the copy still has the same AC, doesn't it? Or is it just
no, it has a different AC, but it is still higher than 10. Okay. With Saltpeter done, we go to Ardent Crystrid, who doesn't have to roll a d10. You're fine. Although you have just been attacked by Hosk, so...
But she brought up stance that they would go for.
Sure, maybe. I mean, the first team definitely seem like good friends. And like they all know each other and love each other. All about friendship. All about closeness.
Oh god, they're a family.
I'm positive that they split their loot evenly and give people what they need rather than what they want.
Absolutely. They're not in it just for themselves. At all.
And nobody bets against anyone else in a fight.
Okay, Arden's running up.
They Hosk in barrels of ale.
Yeah, that's gonna be a multi-attack.
They probably all understand each other.
Oh no, that's a 13 to hit.
That one will miss.
And even less.
Well, that'll miss as well. As I kept forgetting, the Abjurer is wearing mage armor. Right. With Ardent done, we go top of the round to the Firethorn.
Cool. She is going to use as a yeah. I actually need to check the range on this first. Sorry.
That's all right. You're playing characters that aren't your actual characters. So there's a bit of leeway on that. Yeah. After her, it is going to be grounded.
She's going to use one of her second level spell slots to cast Scorching Ray on this guy up here.
I love a good Scorching Ray. So that's going to be on the guy next to Corin.
Yep. All three of the rays are going to be pointed at him.
Okay. Are they attack rolls individually, or are they?
Yes. Each individually is attack roll.
Yeah. Okay. Give me 3 attacks, please.
That is a 16.
That hits.
A 12.
That hits.
Okay. And a nat 20.
Nat 20.
I'm not sure if naturals double on spell attacks.
They do. You double your dice. Certainly in my games, they do. If you're doing an attack roll and you get natural 20, it criticals. And I include that on spells with attack rolls. Otherwise, I feel like the Warlock with Eldritch Blast is losing out.
That means it takes 2d6 for each one, except the third one, which has 46.
Okay, so roll 8d6, please, for damage.
Yeah, with the 7th level spell slot, second level spell slot, I just smashed a fireball.
Yeah, basically, yeah. You fireballed them. Roll me the damage.
25 damage.
25 damage. Okay, putting that up to there. Okay, that one's still up. That one seems to be hardier than the others. It's now bloodied the wrong word, singed. Extremely singed. And its blackened skin is now mixing with the blackened blood.
And
you look strange.
And she is also going to move up here a bit closer towards the cart.
Okay.
Close to the fire.
Over to grounded.
Okay, so how high is the cliff face again?
So here it is 80 feet.
Okay. I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
Wait, do I need to... Yeah, I need to disengage because we're within 5 feet. And move as far up the cliff as I can get.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to cast Minor Illusion about here.
Okay,
and
around here.
And I'm just going to create the illusion of someone sneaking up on the this guy.
Okay.
In fact,
Very
you know
nice.
what? They're going to resemble a town guard by the name of Darren Keswell.
Okay, so you are putting an illusion of your personal rival, Darren Caswell, the town guard that has taken a particular disliking to you. Behind this, you are essentially swatting a member of the Karaki police force. You know what? Fair. I just need to make a note.
Who spots the spots?
Yeah.
It's like Who Watches the Watchmen, but...
Wonderful.
Right.
Excellent. Okay. I fucking love it. I love it. Okay, so that being your turn done, it is now the Abjurer's go. Is it a wisdom save to determine if it's something that is really there? I believe it is. Perception check or something like that on minor illusion.
A perception check.
Because them having
intelligence investigation.
Intelligence investigation. All right, he's going to roll one because they have their own illusionist, so they are trained. Oh well. Regardless, they're going to roll dog shit. I'm assuming an 11 doesn't beat it. That's with a plus fucking 3.
Its spell save is 10.
Oh! Well, unfortunately, he sees through the illusion. That was his action to check that, though. So, you know, all told, not too bad. Not too bad. It doesn't have any bonus actions on this, I think. So, yeah, you're good. All right. That's its go. Now it is Ruzad the Blasting.
This one's going to be a bit weaker because I'm now into my level 1 spell slots.
Okay.
But I'm going to yet again whisper in his ear. You do know that armor's not helping you at all.
Is that going to be the green one or the one with the the one with the armor? Okay. It's not going to happen, I'm afraid.
Abjurer's.
You try to cast and suddenly the magical effect just fizzles out. You feel the energy building and then it just disappears.
Okay, fair enough.
As he casts Counterspell.
Oh yes, that lovely spell. I'm still going to use my movement to move just around the corner there, and I'll end my turn.
Okay. Over to Eao.
Eao, nice. Okay, so I can move freely through friendly targets, through friendly people, yes?
It is difficult terrain, but yes. Halflings can do it for free, I believe. Well, one kind of halfling, at the least. I can't remember if all of them can. I know my Strahd can.
I could still make it up here very easily with that, so...
Yeah.
And I'm going to attack with my rapier.
Beat down on this one. Okay, roll to hit with advantage at that.
That is a 20.
That'll hit. Yeah, that'll hit. So you're going up against this one. Okay. Hang on. Let me just determine whether it hits a copy. It does. It hits a copy. So one of the copies is gone.
All the copies are gone now.
It's got one left. It starts with 3 copies, so there's 4 of them in total.
Oh, 3 copies.
Yeah. So there's one left. It does now get hard. It gets easier to hit the real one when there are fewer copies. So it's now getting a lot easier. But yeah, there's now just 2 of them there, and you're not sure which one's the real one.
Okay, and that will be my turn.
Okay, we go over to Hosk.
Hosk, still in a rage, is going to run up to here.
Oh yeah, Hosk attacked someone last turn, so you're still allowed to be in a rage. Very nice.
Yep. And he's going to take his 3 attack.
Okay.
Which will be at advantage, because that is a flank.
No, it's not.
Did Astrid not...
That's not a flanking position. You've got to be the other side.
Sorry. No, it's only... Yeah, sorry, no.
Yep.
But still, I'll just roll my attacks.
Yes. Roll the
22.
First one, okay. Yeah, that one goes through.
Want me to keep rolling them?
Oh, yeah. Just give me some time after each one.
Yep. 21.
Okay. Oh, actually, no, go for it. Yeah, he's used his reaction. So, yeah, that hits.
I was going to say, he's used his reaction. And 16.
And that one won't hit.
Sorry, 17.
Oh, that will hit. So, 3 hits, roll damage.
Instead of +6. Yeah. So that's 3d12.
3d12, okay.
Hang on, I've actually rolled 3 of them.
That's just saying 3d12, not spell damage.
Yeah. So that's 8 plus 15 plus 6. So that's 21, that's 29.
29, which is 14. Okay, the hits come in, and once again, a gate opens up beneath it. It falls through, lands on what is an increasingly soiled set of mattresses, and the gate closes again immediately. Another one gone. Okay, after Hosk, we go to Sundry Garrick.
Yes, so let me get back to... Yeah, so I'm gonna move over here. And, nope, bit too far than I thought. I'm gonna grapple him with a multi-attack.
Okay.
So
that'll be a contested roll. It'll be your athletics versus their acrobatics.
Okay, so my athletics is +7.
Okay, it's physically impossible for this guy to succeed because he rolled a 2. So no matter what, you've grappled him.
Sweet.
Doesn't he still have an illusion that they could accidentally be grabbing?
Oh yeah, technically. Let me roll. Nope. I mean, he's still got the illusion, but this hits them. So they are actually grappled. You grabbed the right one.
You behave.
Does this mean because the real one is grappled, we know which one's the real one?
Sadly, no. Magic is weird.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see which one is holding.
Yeah, there's 2 of them now. But
okay,
yeah.
What's that called? So that's a 1d4 for grapple damage straight away on success. That is a 4.
Okay. 4
and
damage.
Then I'm gonna do an unarmed strike. That is a 25.
That hits.
And so that is that hit, which I've clicked, but where is it happening? Hello?
So the reason there's damage in this one is Sundry Garrick does damage when he grapples. It's one of the feats, Grappler probably. I can't remember which one, but it gives you... And also you do extra attack when you punch. You do extra damage when you punch after you've grappled someone.
Okay. For some reason the click to roll's not working, so that's a 1d6. That's a 2.
That might be me. I wrote that myself this morning.
That's another 4.
Okay, so that is now a bloodied illusionist.
Mind you, the +4 from the original hit, probably from the...
Yeah, it's still a bloodied illusionist.
5 and 4?
Well, no, it's a multi-attack, so he got a +4 on the grapple, and then he's also got a +4 on the unarmed strike.
Yeah. You should do extra damage on the unarmed strike now, though, because you've grappled him.
Yeah, that was the so it was 2
got
from
you.
the
Yeah,
actual
the +4,
hit, and then 4. Yeah, +4 from
got
the
That's due +4 from the actual hit, so 6 from the actual hit, and then 4.
Yeah. Okay,
you
got you.
Count the strength modifier there.
It really won't matter in this case. Okay, over to... Oh, yes, our good friend, the Necromancer. Who is here.
Hi, Necromancer.
What do they do on turn 3? Thank you,
You
Corin.
look strange.
Because this is a touch range spell.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going to need...
sorry, I don't have that in my vocabulary.
reaches a deathly hand towards you and grabs your shoulder.
Yeah, Can
I have...
Call him the Lady Autumn Light.
Can I have a wisdom save, please?
This painting rubs me up the wrong way. Wisdom.
That should be one of your high stats. Ideally. That's a 12.
It's a 12.
That doesn't pass, I'm afraid. You are now cursed. Yeah, so you are going to have to make a wisdom save at the start of every turn or do nothing. And I should point out, because I will forget, this lasts for 8 hours and is not a concentration spell. This is going to... There's not a fix for this. It is going to be happening.
Remove curse.
Well, remove curse, but none of you have that.
Not yet.
So, that's the effect you're now feeling. So you feel like the whole essence of fairness, the god of luck, the Lullus, the Silver Betrayer, has decided against your favor now, and everything you do is going to be much, much more difficult. Life feels much harder. With them done, it is over to you. So can I have a wisdom save, please?
Have you had your appendix
Fun fact,
out?
Iscosidus has now cast his first curse.
That's a 19.
Okay. Good, you can now take an action. You haven't lost the curse. You get to act this turn.
Yeah.
Does it also keep the bonus action?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my the scissor attack.
Okay. Striking back. Upset about what they just did.
Yep, so that's an 11 and a 14.
Okay, the 14 hits. Roll damage for that one.
Oh, so I've just accidentally hit ignore the disadvantage. That is a 2.
Okay. Still not looking great, but it never did.
Hang on. Gaby, meanwhile. Hello, Gaby. It's nice to see you. Is there space for Gaby to get up on that ridge with everyone else? They are kind of all crowded around.
Not hugely. It can get behind Green
Gaby does technically have a reach of 10, does it?
Gaby has an extra reach, but yeah, it might be difficult to get into a position where Gaby's reach can even hit it. As you've correctly argued so far, these ledges are 10 feet high.
Okay.
Might be able to squeeze in there, but when you're squeezing, you receive attacks at advantage.
Well, I've got a buffer of Aao. Gabriel, stop it!
The real life Gaby is getting upset.
Okay, Gaby is gonna strike on the illusionist.
Okay, straight over Ao's head, striking at the illusionist.
That is a 20.
That is a 20. Let me roll to see what gets hit. Oh, the actual illusionist gets hit. So, roll me some damage, please.
6. Slashing damage.
Okay. Still bloodied, but still up. Okay, so with Corin's go done, we go to Green Mane. This is absolute. Oh no, hold on. We go on to the illusionist. Sorry, it's the illusionist's go. I've for some reason at one point we thought the illusionist was dead, so I scribbled him out. It's his turn, and you know what? This is the perfect time for a cone spell, I believe. Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's going to affect everyone except Saltpeter, that's right in front of you. So all of you, I'm going to need you all to take a wisdom save, please.
Does the brass defender need to take a wisdom save?
Any that are immune to being frightened do not need to take this.
So I don't have, because wisdom save's not on Gaby's sheet. Do I just
do a wisdom check? You should be able to click the wisdom and it'll.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Does a
17 for Green Mane.
Does a 9 pass?
No. What were you saying?
Gaby got an 18 on a wisdom.
What were you saying, Grounded?
Does
Gaby's okay.
Charm immunity count as frightened immunity because it doesn't say frightened
nope.
on it? Okay.
Charmed and frightened are two different effects. Okay, so basically, who rolled a 14 or higher? Gaby did, I know.
Gaby did.
Greenmane did.
So did Sundry.
Sundry did. Okay. Eao, what did you get?
A 9.
No. Okay. And the brass defender, can that be frightened?
Apparently yes, but it got a 15 anyway.
You got a 15, so it's all right as well. Okay, it's just Eao, is it? Wow, that's probably good.
Would this count as an attack?
No.
No. Okay.
So you are now affected by the fear spell. Now, the fear spell and the fear condition are different. So you must drop your held item. You are now frightened. You must, on your turn, use your dash to move as far away from the caster as possible. And yeah, that's its go. It's feeling like it was hoping that would do more, but oh well.
So I have to use my dash or my movement and my dash.
You have to use your dash and your movement to move as far away from it as possible. You have to use your action to dash. You would have to use your bonus action to dash again and move away.
Okay, so I have to use both my action and my bonus.
You have to spend all your time getting as far away of the source of fear as possible. But you can repeat the save if you manage to break line of sight.
I can only imagine that the illusionist looking up at Sundry, who's still holding on to him, just being like, "Oh fuck, this man still has me."
Yeah. Okay, Greenmane, it's up to you.
Yeah, those caresses are not gentle.
This won't be his first death, but it'll be his most embarrassing.
Yes. Okay, Greenmane, what's going to happen?
Greenmane is just gonna walk up here and throw an Eldritch Blast at this fellow over there.
Okay. Roll me.
He feels the illusionist is well enough occupied.
Okay.
That is going to be a 25 to hit. No, not 25. 21. I can math.
What's your range on your Eldritch Blast?
120 feet.
Well, that's fine then.
And that is going to be 12 points of force damage.
12 points of force damage against that one. Ooh, let me double check the health because we were getting pretty close to death on that one. Nope.
Can it really get close to death, Nick?
Well, re-death. Death again.
Ow.
I mean, it's not looking great, I will say that, but yeah, it's still up, I'm afraid. Yeah,
I'm just gonna yell out, "Grounded, come over here. Let's compete on some target practice."
Okay, we go to Saltpeter.
Okay, so
Greenmane has taken no damage and is cocky as fuck right now.
Yeah, Greenmane must be feeling fine. It's wild that Greenmane is taking no damage.
right.
The armor is paying off.
Mm.
Except no one stacked him.
What's it going to be for Saltpeter?
Sorry, I'm having to go through all these again.
That's alright. I mean, there's no problem with just using the old bow.
Yeah, Saltpeter should be able to hit the Necromancer from there.
Yeah, that's a point. Yeah, I'm just going to shoot the Necromancer.
Okay, you are in close range.
No, because the
yeah, the 10 feet,
illusionist.
the 10 feet high difference. Yep. Quite right. I will remember high difference at some point, but it's not going to be today. So go for it. Yeah, go for your shots.
For the sake of
Okay,
ease,
so
you could move Saltpeter like one tile.
Nope. Okay.
That's a 24.
Okay, that hits, and oh, that hits the final illusion. So that one's gone. So no damage on that.
I'm aiming at the Necromancer.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
all the way up here. Oh, that's fine then. Yep, go for it. That still hits. So yeah, what was the damage?
That's 1d8 plus 2, so that's... I'm just getting a d8 spells. Okay, so that first hit is a 6 damage.
Okay, sure.
And the second attack is 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and that's 4.
Okay. Still up, I'm afraid.
Damn it.
It's the power of some of its temporary hit point spells that it put on before it went through the gate. The only one with them, but that's why this one is lasting a little bit longer than everyone else. Okay.
I feel like an oblivion NPC.
Question, Nick.
Also,
When my turn comes up again.
Hold on. Everyone's talking at once. Corin, go for it.
Yeah. I've got a basic shove, don't I? That I can.
Of course, everyone can shove.
Him off.
Yep. It costs your
I
attack.
will remember that on my turn.
It costs your attack, but you can absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Yep. It only costs one of your attacks if you have multi-attack, by the way, for those characters with multi-attack already. Okay. Going through the list. That was Saltpeter. We go to Ardent Crystrid, who's up here with Hosk in the camp.
Oh, wait. And the Brass Defender also gets a move.
Okay, yeah, if you want to do that.
To attack, yeah.
Yep, so I'll just attack the Illusionist.
Go for it.
Point.
Nom 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 nom. Okay, so that's a 22.
22 hits.
To hit. Okay. That's
the Illusionist or the Illusion?
6 damage
6
against either the Illusionist or the Illusion.
Right, let's see. That is going to be against the Illusionist.
Yes.
Okay, takes 6 damage, and it's not looking good either. Right, yeah, so Ardent Crystrid, please.
Yeah, Arden's just gonna start moving down this way. It's gonna dash over to here.
Jesus. Okay. Yep, good speed. Going all the way around. Okay. Top of the round, it is the Firethorn.
It's the Firethorn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
I think I might have done more speed than
use.
Well, actually, if I go like,
Quiet for a bit, Green Man.
She is going to use another Scorching Ray.
Oh, you love to see it. All right, roll the attacks.
This time on the Illusionist.
On the Illusionist. Okay, that's. I'm going to say they have probably the benefit of some cover here, as you're going to be trying to scream these around literally an entire group of people. I'm going to say they have half cover, so it's going to be +2 to their AC. But yeah, roll the attacks.
In fairness, it's only the Brass Defender that's between her and the
So
what do you think the Brass Defender does?
Is...
Usually. Normally it'd be 3/4 cover if there's people in the way, but Brass Defender's
the first one is a 16.
Okay, a 16 is enough, yeah. As it's just a +2.
Second one is a 14.
14 is enough, yep.
And the third one is another 16.
Oh, hey, 3 hits. All right, roll that damage.
That is 20 damage to the Illusionist.
20 damage to the Illusionist. Okay. Still up, but looking extremely bad. Very, very near death. It's going to use its reaction to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Pop! It appears over here, as a small gate appears over it and collapses. Now, Sundry Garrick has gone with it, because Sundry Garrick's holding on to him. But the gate has just sort of moved over them and warped them over there. Okay. With that, we go to Grounded. Grounded, you're about 40 feet up the wall, I think, given your movement speed, something like that.
Yes.
Just standing there, hanging out, chilling.
Okay, so the Necromancer, she sort of noticed a lot of very unhappy ghosts are sort of floating around the Necromancer. And yeah, that seems a bit rude. So I'm just going to use the aim action to shoot them with my short bow.
Okay, what's the range of your short bow?
It is 80, I think.
50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. You're fine. You're just in range.
Yeah, I did actually check that earlier.
Yeah.
That's a 14 to hit.
14 will hit. 14 will hit.
Okay. Then that's 5 plus 11, 16 damage.
16 damage? That's a lot.
16. Yeah, 5 piercing.
Oh, did you stabilize yourself for sneak attack?
Yeah, I used the aim action.
Ah, yes. Well, that's fine then. Yeah. Okay. Good lord, this thing is falling apart. This thing is absolutely falling apart. It's moments away. Hasn't fallen yet, but we are very, very close indeed. Okay, going over to Ruz.
Hopefully he survives long enough for me to shove him off, because I love the idea of that.
he might. It depends. We've only got a few people in between. Yeah, Ruz, it's up to you.
I can't even think of what I would whisper in his ear, but I'm going to dissonant whispers him.
Is that the last of your spell slots, I think?
One more.
One more? Jesus, you've got a lot of spell slots. I suppose you're a full caster.
I was going to say, I've got 7, and I've burnt through 6 already.
Fair enough. All right,
So.
Dissonant Whispers. And that is a wisdom save.
Yep.
12, I think, doesn't pass for you.
Doesn't pass.
No, okay.
Takes 9 damage.
9 damage, and that's on the illusionist, so it's at that. Okay.
And moves 10 feet away from me.
It doesn't actually. It moves 5 feet into a gate as its body collapses through.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sundry, I'm assuming, is letting go as this happens, unless Sundry's about to fly on in. But yeah, a hole is opening. Sundry's currently got him. It's up to you.
Would that technically split the party if he follows through with it?
It sure would split the party to the extent that I will say he is no longer in the party. But yeah, he's absolutely can fall through like Gandalf fighting the Balrog, punching him on the way down until they land in the pillows, and he is riddled with eldritch blasts and magic missiles and everything else. But okay, let's go. Okay, so that is a dead illusionist.
I'm actually glad that the illusionist is dead, because now I believe it's my turn, and I would have had to run 120 feet away from him. I would have been off the map.
Yeah, that effect has ended. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
You can pick up your sword again.
Yeah, you will have to pick that up. And it is over to you, Eao.
Okay, well, if it is over to me, I'm going to pick up my sword. I'm not sure what that takes.
It's just an item interaction. It just means you can't interact with any other items. But that's not going to be a problem for you where you are. There aren't that many items in the desert.
Okay, so I'm going to take my movement for... Well, I'm going to use my dash bonus action first.
Yep.
Because that means I'm not affected by difficult terrain, so I don't take the movement penalty for walking over this dug-up area right here.
Indeed.
Dashes do that. That would have been...
Mobile feat.
Oh, mobile feat.
Yep.
Nice.
So you're around here.
Speed, yeah.
And then I'm going to go the rest of the way down to here.
Mm-hmm.
And throw a knife. Or throw a dagger. No, ignore that second one. The 14 to hit.
14 to hit does hit. How much damage?
It takes a total of 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. Ew. Hang on a sec. I've got to roll something to see if it dies. Not yet. you see the life drain from his face, but then suddenly, whoop, and he's back.
Is his visor even open?
This one is cracked at this point. The amount of damage he's taken, that visor is basically broken and shattered. But this thing ain't natural.
Taking the equivalent of 2 fireballs would do that to you.
It would. So we go to Hosk, the Butcher of Raven Rock.
Yep. Hosk is just going to use his dash and run to there, running around the edge of the difficult terrain.
Okay.
So at the cliff's edge.
Yeah.
And that will be their action, because that's everything.
Okay.
And sadly, they lose their rage.
Aww. Over to Sundry Garrick, who has just seen into this beautiful church with a wonderful parquet flooring and an extremely soiled pile of mattresses.
This is what they get. He is just gonna start walking this way. 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay. It is the Necromancer's go. And they're going to reach out and grab you and bite your neck. So let's see if they hit. That is a 24. So I'm assuming that hits. Okay, because you are cursed by it, you're going to take extra damage. So that is going to be... Hang on, I need to roll one of these again. 18 necrotic damage. And you can see some of the scars and some of the blood some of the cuts heal themselves on its face.
Oh yeah, that's a good spell.
Wrong key! Wrong key! Wrong key!
Is that an evil donkey?
So that... I like that. So now it's your go. You can respond to that. Oh, I will need a wisdom save from you, please.
Hey. Yeah, wisdom save. Please work, because I really want to shove him.
That should help.
I'm just imagining that the
21!
meme.
You're fine. You can act. If you're doing a shove, it's a contested roll like a grapple, so it'll be your athletics versus his acrobatics. Let me see.
I can't persuade you to use acrobatics instead for me.
I cannot, no.
Ah! Because this is a 0. No bonus or minus on this one. Let's see. Oh, it's a 5. What about my inspiration?
You can use your inspiration to roll again.
Come on.
I did give inspiration for insulting the Enchanter.
19!
That'll do it. I thought I was sitting pretty here on a 14. A 19 will do it. So I presume you're shoving 5 feet to the left of you into that open chasm.
Yeah, I can't get in the position to...
No, but you can shove sideways. You don't have to shove away from you. You can shove sideways. So steps out onto the open, but this is far too gothic an enemy to make a cartoon noise. It looks at you, its eyes widen, and it just falls to the ground. Now it's gonna take tell you what, actually, Corin, you can roll this. Roll me 8d6 damage, please.
D60. Oh, that's the normal dice. So that is a 5. That is a 3.
8.
That is a 4.
Okay, 12.
Wait, how many was it? 8. It was
8 of them. 5 more, yeah.
So yeah. 2.
14.
2.
16.
1. How many have I got
17.
left?
17.
2 more.
2 more, yeah.
6.
23.
3.
26.
26. Yeah, that's a good amount.
It slams into the sand on the ground, and dust clouds whip up around him, and when the dust clears, he is gone.
That is the third time in this fight that particular enemy has taken 8d6 damage.
The Necromancer has a lot of life-bolstering abilities. Like, its health was almost double the fire one that you faced at the start. Well
Corin
done.
looks over the ridge and says,
this is probably a good time for a break.
This is a fantastic time for a break.
you.
But
Corin doesn't get to say I lost.
No, Corin. I want to know what your victory speech is, and then we're going to go to a break.
After all, they call you ladies of the night.
Perfect. Thank you very much. We're going to a break. We will be back in 10 to 15 minutes.
Corin only has 6 hit points.
Yeah, so what is the plan, everyone? So what we're going to do, because Leggy has to leave in about 25 minutes, possibly a bit earlier than that, what we're going to do is all gather around, all decide on your plan moving forward. So try and establish all of the facts you know and the best actions you can take, because once Ruz is gone, your de facto captain at the moment is not going to be offering any more assistance. Although they will in the chat as they scream on the way in.
I mean, in fairness, it would probably be completely fine to just call it once Ross has to go, don't you think?
Oh, you'll be just doing travel. We'll be continuing for a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so first biggest issue, the cart is not only broken but also on fire. We have regardless of what we're doing, we have 2,000 pounds of silver. I'm sorry, 1,996 pounds of silver.
Thank God the A-team brought a cart.
Well, it's like a magician's hat.
Yeah, I think the current plan is, even if it's going to take some time, load it all onto the other cart. And
what other cart?
Well, obviously give Lightminster a ring and see what he wants done.
Yeah, does anyone have sort of like...
Wait, did the other group come with a cart, or were they just on horses?
They came with a cart.
They did.
Okay, I need to hear that from the DM, because I wasn't sure.
No, they did. They came with a cart. It was mostly filled with things to use to make any kind of siege or ambush. So the cart is up in the top still. It was kind of abandoned when they arrived and saw a battle going on. And clearly they'd gotten there a little bit too late to actually help with any of that siege-making equipment. But yeah, that's there. I mean, it's full. It's going to need unloading and reloading, which is going to take a while. And the thing, the current source of silver is on fire. And the longer you leave it in there, the hotter it's going to get.
Silver won't burn.
It won't burn, but it'll get very hot.
Nick?
Greenman is going to cost as much prestidigitation to put out as much fire as he can.
Okay.
And as long as Greenmane isn't near, Ruse will use their last spell slot to just Thunderwave to try and get some air just rushing past to hopefully concuss the fire out of existence.
Ruse once again finding the most contrived way to cast Gust of Wind. Okay. Thunderwave it is. Okay. Sure. I'm not going to say you need to roll anything on this, but I will say that
Can I roll against its wisdom save of 0?
Well, it's not a wisdom save.
It's...
I meant you don't have to roll any damage, but I will say that the thing has just collapsed in on itself.
Really? I would expect it to blast away. Just throw away their...
Well, it sort of clatters into itself and collapses down. Now, the fire is now out, I will say, because there is a lot of... It's like the blast when a grenade goes off, It goes woof and just parches the area of air for a second. And it's not a huge fire caused by a fireball. It's ignited, but, it's only been lit, if you think about it, for about 18 seconds. So that thing is now out. Smouldering a little bit still. It is absolutely collapsed, but, smouldering a bit. Now, Grounded, you were about to say something. What was that?
Okay, 2 things. Firstly, can I sort of investigate the wreckage of the cart just to make sure there's no sort of tracking devices or anything on it? And also, does anyone know detect magic just so they can check the gold hasn't been enchanted or anything, so
silver.
People can can track it. Silver.
Suddenly roll metallurgists. Is that the word?
Yep, go for it. Head forwards and have a look at the a look for clues. I don't know if anyone has detect magic. I don't think anyone does.
During this time where we're kind of settling down and wondering what to do, what's the A team doing?
The A team are tending to their wounds.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
They're tending to their wounds at the moment.
Okay.
Saltpeter does have detect magic if you ask him.
I got a natural 20 on my investigation check.
Wonderful. Okay, so with your modifier, that's a 25, I believe, something like that. You've got high perception. 23.
23. But
that's fine.
Yeah.
So you're looking in the now smouldering wreckage, right? So you're pulling apart bits of wood, splinters, and all that. So what you can see in here, and you notice this pretty early on, is that most of the silver is still in its sort of square shape. You know, it's all been piled together in ingots, basically. But there does appear to be a couple missing. Like, there's a couple of holes in the thing. Like, it's been disheveled a lot when it tipped over. But, you know, and several knocked to the side. But as you're looking through, you're doing some quick maths in your head, and you're like, no, something's not right here, and you have a feeling you know what's happened. You wouldn't normally get that with an investigation less than 20, but you've sort of beautiful minded it. You're seeing the numbers in front of your head, and you're like, hang on a minute, there's not the right number here.
During this time where everyone's just kind of tending to their wounds and kind of resting from the battle, I'm going to use the sending stone I was given to contact the... What's his name?
The guild master, the low marshal, Karos Lightminster. Okay.
Mr. Brandy.
Yeah. So you press it, and you can hear in your head a faint ringing noise. It sounds a little like...
You got my message then.
And then suddenly you...
By the way,
what time is it?
I will say, I'm not like going down towards them when making this call. I'm staying up here, roughly out of...
Okay, you're staying up here with Corin.
Yeah.
And
that's why she just said, you got my message then.
What time is it? I was asleep. Who is it? Who are you?
It's Eao from the B team, from the mission.
Oh! I thought you were dead. Oh, good to hear from you. So you've got the silver. You've got the silver, yes?
Yes,
no,
but
I think they're mainly for women.
I don't think you can hear this. I believe it's telepathic.
It's telepathic.
Oh, okay.
It's only in Eao's head, unfortunately.
Yes, but there was an issue. It was an ambush for us.
But you were doing the ambush, right? I mean...
Oh, we did the ambush,
so
and then we got ambushed.
Your ambush got ambushed. That seems far-fetched. So what? So you're dead? Well, you're not.
No, we're live. We're live, but this all was a trap.
Well, who would... Oh, I see.
Right side, we do have the silver. It is not as much. It's not as much as we thought it was.
Those blasted scries, you can't bloody trust them. They all say, oh, there's exactly this many ingots, and bloody boffins half the time. We're worried about wards and nonsense like that. You never trust a wizard. If they know where you are, presumably they've got their own boffins looking at this thing, and you're still being watched. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to end the call. Bring the silver back, and see you soon. Good night, and pour a brandy for you. I'll pour a brandy for you, and I'll have to drink it for you as well.
It's like 2 p.m.
It's dark in here.
Get a contractor and install a window.
No, I had them all removed. No. It's definitely time to drink, no matter what you're saying. I'm going to pour myself a brandy. I'll pour one for you. I'll pour one for the whole team, and I'll sort them out. And you bring that silver back immediately, and just be careful. You're probably being watched. And if they sent an ambush, they've probably got another one.
We'll be making our way back then.
Good. And you can hear a bottle go boop, like that little boop sort of sound it makes as the cork pops out, and then you can hear the glugging. And it's like, it was delicious, absolutely fantastic. Oh, I do so love brandy.
And
how do you feel? And he hears this click. He was like, oh. Not aware the call was still going. Okay, so you have your information from the Low Marshal, and you also know he's about to get extremely drunk. And started extremely drunk.
Okay, I'm going to go down to the group and begin explaining that the Low Marshal wishes for us to take the silver back up to the city.
Well,
I'm also going to explain that the Low Marshal believes that there's another ambush likely to happen on the way back.
So the hours between dawn and noon are usually uneventful.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just going to nod meaningfully at the kangaroo's words there. Not understanding a single thing of it, but
good words, important words. Yeah.
You lot brought the cart, right?
Oh yeah, there's a cart. It's currently full of siege equipment, but it's up here, up on the road.
Doesn't have horses running it anymore, does it?
There are some horses milling around. They got scared and they got spooked and they've sort of run off a bit. They weren't near enough to the battle to use because they'd run off. But you are a ranger. You are an animal tamer. So if you want to go and cheer up those horses, calm them down, you can absolutely go do so. Okay, can you roll me?
I'm gonna get on top of Gabian.
Oh, okay. Can you roll me an animal handling check at disadvantage, please, as you try to calm some horses on the back of a giant hyena?
Yep,
an act that typically scares horses.
Yeah, because the plan won't change, I'll just leave you with what Ruse would want, which you obviously know, and I will start heading off to work.
Okay, have a good day at work.
Yep. Have a nice end to string.
It was fun.
Have a good day, Maggie.
Yep.
Okay, so
Have a good shift.
It's not clicking.
You have your plan. Corin's trying to rustle up some horses. What are the rest of you doing? You've still got to get your silver into the cart.
Oh,
I'm going
my
to
disadvantage roll is the same as my normal roll.
Okay, what was it?
Both 17s.
Oh, you're fine. you calm those horses pretty quick.
Oh, sorry.
Go for it.
I'm going to ask the A team which one of them is the leader of their group.
That would be Hosk. He says immediately. He says, "That'd be me." Looms over everyone else.
You get
Hosk. Do you think you'll be able to carry another ton of weight on that wagon?
Not likely, no. It's full of wood. It's full of metal and hook. It's full of tools. We'll have to empty it first.
You're probably going to have to pick and choose which of your siege equipment you want to keep.
Leave it all behind. It ain't worth as much as silver.
Okay. Well then, why don't everyone else rest, and me and Hosk will begin loading up the silver into the wagon.
Could we use any of that siege equipment to build another wagon?
No.
We need more horses to pull it. We're already pulling 2,000 pounds plus whoever's going to be on the cart.
I mean, you probably could build a wagon with your skills out of the materials available, but it would take you days.
That's fair,
to finish it. So you can try if you want, but there is a likelihood of more wizards gating in the longer you remain here.
Yeah.
What about Gaby's pulling power? Would I be able to, if we need more space, to put a stack on Gaby?
I
Laden him like a pack.
I do not think we'll have space issues, because as me and Hosk are loading up the carts, I'm going to be slowly slipping silver into my hat.
Okay.
Grounded calls to Eao and says she needs to show us something about the cart, and basically just says, so I've been sort of looking through the carts, and the silver looks a bit. Basically, there's gaps where there shouldn't be gaps.
I mean, it did take a terrible tumble. I was in there. It was terrible.
Well, people say it's a terrible idea. People say betting on me is a terrible idea. So maybe next time, maybe you could just bet on me. Just
Perhaps. But you should rest up. Me and Hosk will be loading up the wagon.
Okay.
Because I'm specifically saying everyone else should rest up, because I don't have anything that's dependent on a short rest.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
And I did not take much damage that year.
Everyone else is quite happy to rest. I'm certain they're all happy. So roll your hit dice. I think Ruz took some damage as well. I'll roll some hit die for him. Actually, he can do that when he comes. Leggy can do that when he comes back. There's not going to be another encounter tonight. We'll say that. Or so nothing that will kill him anyway. It might kill you lot. I mean, you never know. But
I do have to ask. Mm-hmm. About how much of the silver am I able to smuggle into my hat while helping move it to the other cart?
Let's determine that with a stealth roll. Or sleight of hand. No, let's go sleight of hand. Sleight of hand makes more sense, I think.
I'm better at sleight of hand.
I mean, you are a street magician, so you are very good at just palming things and making them disappear. So I will definitely say sleight of hand for that.
So,
There's all of them, actually.
This is a natural 20.
What's the capacity of your hat again?
Up to 500 pounds.
Okay.
And if I get away with it, I would save 50 pounds of that space for other things.
You can probably palm 450 pounds of silver. Over the course of this hour, as you're moving things backwards and forwards, Hosk is not particularly perceptive and everyone else is resting. You can probably palm up to 450 pounds, but bear in mind, anyone examining the amount in the cart is much more likely to notice that some are missing if 450 pounds of silver disappear. But you can choose a number up to 450. And let me know that, but you can let me know that privately if you want to keep that hidden. Or you can say it. It's up to you. I mean, the other characters won't know, regardless.
Yeah, sorry, I'm doing a bit of quick math.
Yeah, that's
because
fair.
I know how much each of these are worth.
Yes, indeed. I mean, a pound of silver is worth a reasonable amount. It's
5 gold.
Yeah, so 400 of those is quite a bit of gold for level 4.
Okay, I sent you a DM.
Okay, thank you. I love that you've prefaced that with only. Okay.
Only all of it.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, because of the way your hat works, you're not feeling the weight of it, and yeah,
but I do want to bring up that this is technically a 15-pound hat.
Not anymore.
Fun fact: you could technically try and build the ingot pile to leave some empty spaces in the middle.
Hmm?
You could, but Eao doesn't know that.
No, I do not.
So Eao's just taking it. Eao's just taking it, but it's fine. No one's checking at the moment because everyone's resting. So you've all done your rest, and the silver has moved into the secondary cart. Are you all ready to depart, or is there anything else you would like to do before you go? Corin's got the horses hitched up to the cart. Everything is.
The sending stone was one use, yes?
Yeah, one use only. It's now essentially an inert stone. There are sending stones that aren't one use only in my world, but that one is not one. Because the Guild of Icons and sparing no expense are not sentences that go together very often.
I'm actually going to lean over, turn to Hosk while we're moving this stuff, and ask if he still has his sending stone. Or his group still has it.
Okay. He's going to look at you and go, what do you need it for?
Oh, I don't need it. I just need to know if we have a way to contact the city or not.
I've got it.
I'm just wondering if it's been used.
No, still mine. Not been used yet. But I'll decide when we use it.
That's fair.
He nods.
I just need to know we have a lifeline.
He's not a big talker, Hosk. So he grunts and just nods a little, and his general face just sort of bristles a little. But yeah, he's happy that you have accepted his authority.
And immediately there's gonna be a sleight of hand roll.
I will actually say, once we are done packing things up, I'm going to look at Hosk and say, "Thank you for the help," and give him the wine I stole from those raiders a while back.
Ah, yes, you did. You stole some lovely wine.
I'm going to hand it over to Hosk.
Okay, he's going to take the bottle. He's going to take his weapon and just smash it against the top to pop the cork off. Kind of like sabering, but he's not got a saber, and it's a lot messier. And then he just pours it into his mouth and just starts drinking away. But then he grunts at you, nods, and almost says thank you, but that's not his way. But you know the meaning was there.
He almost did, but he caught himself.
Yeah, he caught himself. Just stopped himself just in time. He can't be grateful for anything. All right, if you are all leaving, we can go to the. Oh no, sorry, Grounded. Is there one more thing?
Yep. Can I just grab my steel trap and the climbing ropes I left?
Of course.
And also sort of just gather up my caltropes again.
Yep, you've got plenty of time to do that in the time of. During your rest, frankly, you can do that because you can do light activity in your rest. So you can just gather up all your stuff. That's fine. And for you, climbing that is light activity because you've got the boots of the slippers of spider climbing. So I will bring you all back to the world map. I will delete the thug that's on the world map for some reason.
That was our location marker.
Ah. That's right. You had a location marker. Well, we will instead use Hosk as the location marker because you don't need him to be able to see. For some reason, dynamic lighting is on. I see. So I'll turn that on so you can actually see what's going on.
We were not. We didn't see that. You did.
There we go. So yeah, you're here. You're heading back to the Sundered City, I assume.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You're going to be heading up the road, and who is leading now that the current leader is sleeping and dreaming of his adoptive daughter playing with a little hula hoop.
Aww.
Much better than how I was originally going to phrase that.
I mean, unless anyone else wants to volunteer, I would assume it would be me and Hosk.
Okay, Eao, please roll me a d6.
Like I said, unless anyone else wants the job.
I'll be here if you need me.
You are the one with the sending stone. Yep, roll me a d6. So this is to determine what happens on your.
Hosk has a sending stone.
You used to have it, so you're the one that the marshal certainly seems to trust the most for some reason.
That's a 4.
That is a 4. Wonderful. Okay, so then I roll this. Wonderful. Okay. So you set out, and you're going across the desert, and then rather unusually, in the middle of the road that you're traveling, is a small, large boulder. It's a little smaller than a large boulder, but larger than a small boulder. It's in the middle of the road, but there aren't any other rocks around, really. I mean, it's kind of. It's rocky, but there's no boulders. It's not like giant rocks. It's, rocks about the size of your fist and all that are scattering the sand, but nothing this big. Nothing this medium. Nothing this large and small at the same time. And it's blocking the path, but of course you can always just go around it, but it's going to take a little extra time to get the cart around, you think, because the sand is quite loose. But the boulder's not doing anything, it's just hanging out.
Hosk is the biggest of their group, right?
Hosk is almost certainly the largest, yeah.
I'm going to, as we're approaching it, and we're likely going to go around it, but before we do that, I'm going to put 5 silver between me and Hosk, because I assume we're the ones driving the cart up front.
Yeah, you can be the ones driving the cart. Absolutely.
I'm going to put 5 silver down and look at Hosk and say, I bet you can't punch that boulder so it cracks.
All right.
Hosk, not Chris.
Hosk is a bit drunk, so Hosk is already eager to prove himself to the newbies. So yeah, he hops down and he goes, "Watch this then," and goes right up to the rock. And Eao, can you roll me an attack roll? I know the modifier in my head. For Hosk.
He rolled a 17.
He rolled a 17. That's pretty good, actually, but it's not good enough. And his fist goes wham straight into the rock, and you can hear the bones in his hand break as he slams into that rock as hard as he could.
Keep in mind that his muscles would be a little softer and, as such, less likely to tear the bone.
However,
because it's strong.
It's broken. So that is a broken hand, and there are tears in his eyes, but very much tears of anger.
Did it leave any mark on the boulder? At all? Even the smallest crack?
It left a bit of his skin behind. Definitely.
But the boulder is...
Boulder's fine. I mean, it's made of rock. So he's coming back looking a bit sheepish, tending his hand. He's not feeling great about it. He is not going to be able to use his weapon, because I believe his weapon is two-handed for some time.
Question. Can I still use Oriel's stuff?
You can, absolutely. You can all use the side character stuff if you need to get past places.
Seeing this great display of intelligence, she's going to cast a healing word.
Healing word, okay. So the healing energy goes into the hand. What does she say is her healing words? Would you say? Normally I'd roleplay them, but I'm interested.
Give me a small second.
And yeah,
I know what Corin's one is.
The bones knit back together, and the skin that is it's not like the bones are coming through the skin or anything, but the skin is still bloody, from hitting a rock as hard as possible. That the bruising and the cuts all heal over. As
she says, while using healing word and looking at his hand, she says, "As tough as glass."
Oh, nice. That works wonderfully. I love it. Okay, so you're still on one side of a boulder. There's sand and all that. You need to get the cart around it, basically.
Yeah.
Can I...
Ooh, yes, you can. What you going to do?
Can I just sort of climb up the boulder and just take a look around just to make sure there's nothing on the other side or anything?
Absolutely, yeah. And of course, there's no check for you to climb on that because you're, beslippered with the slippers of spider climbing. So you just walk up the side of the rock, stand on there, you look to the other side, and what you can see is more path. And the road just continues on into the desert. It towards the absolute horizon, you think you can start to see a couple of trees. You're not 100% sure. It could just be the way the light's refracting off of the desert. You know from your time as a guide, admittedly in the cold desert, but on summer days you did see this sort of haze effect over sand in the distance. So you're not sure if that's what you're seeing, or if you're seeing a vague tree line in the distance.
We're taking the same road back as we took to get here, right?
Yeah. So you know you're quite a way away.
I was not here before.
Well, unless anyone else has a plan, I think we're just going to take a bit of extra time to move the cart around it.
Okay.
I mean, I could shatter the boulder, but I'm not entirely certain if that would have the results we desire.
You can just move it around. It'll just take some time to move it around, of course, because you got to get it through the really soft sand. So it's a bit like pushing a car through like really, really, really dense mud, and it's all spinning around, and the car is pulling and just dragging instead.
Do we still have any?
Can I see?
Can we make put the wood under?
Hosk emptied the wagon entirely of wood
completely
as part of the plan.
Since I've got a lot of experience with bits with rock that sort of shifts, that's in danger of moving or shifting about, can I sort of tell if the rock's got any point that might be a bit easier than usual to push it from?
Sure. So what you can see when you're looking at the from your height, you can certainly see there's this odd sort of shape. It almost looks like ripples in the sand from when you throw a stone in the water. But it's going in one line across the road that you're currently on, almost like skipping a stone across. So you know that it's come from the western side and has currently stopped in the middle of the road, but you're not 100% sure. I tell you what, give me a survival roll,
Okay.
and go ahead and do it at advantage because you have a lot of knowledge about rocks specifically that work in the desert. That is something you would have expertise in if that was a skill, because your entire childhood has been spent shoring up crumbling rocks in the desert. So
that's a 21 then.
that's a 21. Okay, so you've heard of this phenomenon, and they are walking stones. They don't have legs, but overnight they gradually shift. The current theory the wizards have is something to do with heating and cooling repeatedly on one side and the other. But whatever happened, it gradually moves on its own. So it's not been dragged there, but it will just gradually shift itself as things go on. You know that you're probably going to have better luck moving it back, because that has already been slightly smoothed over and it's been compacted lightly. So if you need to move it, you can push it back to the west. But otherwise, it's essentially moved itself over a very long time across the road.
So it's a tumbleweed with stone.
Yes.
Basically. I get out my crowbar and then sort of gesture at everyone else to see if they to try and help me sort of roll it back.
Okay, I'll get my crowbar as well.
Okay, if people want to help.
I don't have a crowbar, but I've got a gaby that can put some extra pressure on it.
That's fine. I'll allow that. I'll just say everyone who's able to meaningfully help will lower the DC, because obviously the help action is normally an advantage thing, but it doesn't work so well when there are multiple people realistically helping in a way that would help. So anyone else able to do anything? Side characters as well can assist in ways, I'm sure, if you want, but you got to have a reasonable way they'd be able to help.
Okay. Ansel can probably have his brass defender help push.
Sure, that's a construct with a reasonable amount of strength. I believe it can try. It'd probably be about as strong as Gaby, is my assumption. So yeah, with that done, I will have grounded. I would like you to roll me an athletics check, please. You have advantage from your crowbar, I believe. I think that's what the crowbar does. Is it +5 or advantage? I forget.
Yeah, it's advantage from using a crowbar.
I know something adds +5, but I can never remember what it is.
I know that's
nice. 24.
24. Yeah, you're able to shift it. It's actually a lot easier than you thought, because that sand has been compacted underneath by it having shifted itself there. The sand isn't digging in too much as you push it. So with all of you pushing and working at it, and especially with the help of Gaby and the brass defender, pushing at it, you are able to shift it, and it only takes about 10 minutes, which is good, because moving the cart around probably would have taken an hour or so that saved a lot of time. So you've pushed it back there. The rock looks a little upset that it's made less progress, but you know, it's a rock. It doesn't.
Colin's gonna pet it. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of
two of you petting the rock. Yeah.
Roll
so
for initiative. It's a baby
Ground
bear.
it just sort of makes the big sign at it.
the cat and the bird coming together to pet a rock.
Yeah. You're all fine. You're able to continue on. So over the day, it's mostly dry, flat desert. There's not a ton going on. One thing that is going to become a problem pretty soon. Hosk is going to turn to you, Eao, and say, "You got any supplies?"
I have about 12 rations.
Water? You got water?
I mean, I have like 4 water skins. I'm not sure how much those would still be filled.
Well, we're going to need them, because we only brought enough for the one-way journey. Grounded, what's the limit on your ability? Because...
Wait, are you both Outlanders?
No, but I can do hunting.
As a ranger, I do allow her to go hunting for food. I actually allow anyone to go hunting for food, but the ranger will do very well at it.
I do still have my keg.
Right, basically I can provide food and fresh water for up to 5 people. But I'd guess with fresh water, if I can find fresh water, I can find fresh water.
Enough for 5 people for sure, but it will be more of a problem now that there are 10 of you.
So Corin will go for a hunt then?
Okay, so as the sun sets, Corin's getting ready to go for a hunt, because as you're in the desert, you know that most creatures don't really come out during the day. They'll get moving more as it gets colder. Not least because, certainly for the lizards, they have to. As it gets cold, it gets extremely cold in the desert. And in fact, what I like to ask this of all of my players, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing a fur coat.
You're all right. I'm sorry, you're wearing a fur coat in the desert?
Yeah.
Okay,
hey, I'm only wearing underpants underneath.
Okay, retroactively, you're going to take 2 points of exhaustion. Everyone else, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing light armor and a nice jacket.
Okay, light armor and a nice jacket. You're in half plate.
Eao was wearing
her decent jackets, but
Eao was wearing her normal clothes underneath a larger leather jacket that reaches most of the way down her body.
Okay. I know Ruzad is going to be wearing his armor. Do any of you have winter clothes with you? With the exception of Corin, who does.
But only underpants on underneath.
I don't need winter clothes. I could go naked in this weather.
That is actually true. Greenmane is telling the truth, because Greenmane's magical item from Baboonmas lets you go to as low as minus 50 degrees, I think, without taking any problems. Which is good, actually, because the first person in the party to ever take any exhaustion or attempt or almost take exhaustion from being out in the cold of the desert was Greenmane. So you've learned from your mistakes, and you're ready. Okay, so the rest of you are going to have to find ways to keep warm as it gets colder. Now you don't have to do it through clothing. You can do it through any means you want, but that is something you will have to do. And if you can't keep yourself warm, you will take exhaustion over the night. But meanwhile, Corin, can I have a survival check, please, as you go out hunting for food? Grounded, I assume you're able to rustle up enough for 5 people already, so that's already bolstering supplies.
Also, I've got a tent to keep me warm in.
The tent will help, certainly.
13.
13. That's going to be enough, I think, to find some food tonight. Your actual hunting specialty is desert as well, which is odd because you've already done desert hunting on your way to Karaki in this very desert. So you already know where to look for lizards and for small pockets of water and that sort of thing. So you are able to rustle up enough food, only for today. With a 13, but it's enough for everyone to eat today. When combined with Grounded's Outlander ability of rustling up 5 people's food. So between the two of you, you've sorted out today. No one's going to go hungry. No one's going to go thirsty. Everyone's all right.
I will say
in terms of. Oh yeah.
No, go ahead.
I was just in terms of warmth, I have Gaby. Gaby is a very nice snuggler at night.
Okay, so you're going to sleep under Gaby, basically.
Well, I'm winter. I've got my fur coat. So if anyone else wants to snuggle with Gaby, Gaby will behave.
It's true. Gaby's tame. I assume Grounded's not going for it.
Grounded just lights a fire next to her tent and stays away from Gaby.
Yeah, you can light a fire. Where are you getting wood?
I'd assume I already know how to sort of find at least
that's a good point. You've got Outlander.
Night's worth of wood.
There have been occasional twisted trees. There is not much in the desert wood-wise. You can still find a lot of like succulents and that sort of thing. They don't burn well though, because they are quite sort of moist. You can find aloes and stuff like that. So you can find the occasional cactus. So you will struggle to dry that out enough to burn though. But on the other hand, you've got other party members, and those party members may be able to help out. There's always magic, or there's always taking exhaustion over the night. I'm a big fan of giving that out. Corin, you will be sleeping fine and have eaten. Reduce your exhaustion by 1 level.
I will volunteer my tent.
Oh wait, I've got an idea.
Back to someone else because.
Okay, your sleeping bag and tent will probably keep someone warm because yours is specifically a desert night, like tent. So if anyone wants to borrow Greenmane's tent, they can do. I will say that the rest of the party have stuff for this, so they're okay. Like the first team, the non-player characters are going to be all okay.
Okay. Oh, I've got a flask of lamb.
Sorry, continue.
Sorry.
No, go for it.
Go first?
Go for it, Grounded.
Okay. Basically, I've just got a flask of lantern oil, so can I just use that to start my fire?
Oh yeah, that works. Yeah, with some lantern oil, you can get a proper fire going.
You don't actually need the lantern oil to get it going in the first place. Orlais has create bonfire as a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
Fire.
That also works.
The station can also light fires, but not to that extent.
Yeah, okay, so with that combined, I think you can get enough of a fire going to keep you warm in the desert at night when it gets extremely cold. And yeah, you've all got food, so you're able to all sleep. So I'm assuming we're going to have people keeping watch. I'm just going to have the players keeping watch, I think. Just because otherwise it's going to be an absolute nightmare. So I'm going to need 4 people to volunteer. There's 4 of you again, so we'll just have an order, please. And in order, can you roll me d20s? So we'll start with Corin, then we'll do Grounded, then Greenmane, then Eao.
I got a 1.
A 1? Excellent. Grounded? Actually, you know what? Hold off, because yeah, no. A 1 is low enough. A 1 is low enough for something to happen. What's your roll me perception, please? As you're currently looking out into the night. Now, you've got advantage on perception checks. Remember that, because you have your magical glasses.
I mean, I've got an 18, which is pretty good already. But let's see what that... Come on! I am not a fan of you, Astral.
Okay.
I'm just going to roll another perception.
not getting sponsored now. I'm sorry.
Can I give negative inspiration to Andres for that?
Yes. Andres, you're going to have disadvantage on your next check.
That was a nat 20.
Wait,
a nat 20! 24. Okay, 24. Alright, so you are going to spot whatever's coming. Let's have a look.
What is coming?
I rolled the wrong dice. I don't have that many things. Oh. Interesting. You know what? That
How
fits.
Interesting.
That fits.
Is it free cake?
So
you just say Muppets?
you did your best to try and find wood, and the wood has found you.
Oh no!
As you can see, moving across the plains, what look to be trees and cactuses, and like this sort of vine monster as well. So that's approaching you. Everyone else is currently asleep. Would you like to try waking them? You have they're slow movers, so you do have about 5 minutes before they get to you. They are very slow movers, and you've seen them far away because you can see like 2 miles or something.
Yeah. Interested in some sea bass? Interested in some sea bass?
Me? Sea bass?
In the desert!
Oh dear.
I could go for some fish. What do you see?
And Corin points in that direction and says, interested in some sea bass?
My night vision is not that to that range. But if pointed out, I
was about to be like, Corin takes off her glasses and puts it in front of it.
Is it not a... Does it work like that?
No.
I think it technically needs to be attuned, but...
it needs attunement, and also Corin is now blind as a bat. Corin puts her glasses back on.
Okay.
It's like, I see something for a moment, but then like... But not enough to actually focus on it.
They don't have them on here. What can I put on here that looks like? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. That looks close enough. Yeah, it's not one of these. It's not one of these. I'll say that. Because this is a bit.
The moment they're within range, Orlay's going to use her final second level spell slot or third level spell slot.
Just as a fun fact.
Oh, it's a beautiful tree.
Yeah, she's going to cast Fireball directly center mass of the shambling horde.
Okay, let me
the
finish
moment they're in range.
Putting them on the map. Fucking stop trying to lock them down.
The first enemies I had Brioche party face when I was the enemy was also blights.
Look at that map. We'll be back in a sec.
Lots of blights.
Yeah, there's a few things here. I mean, Corin, you know that these are blights. That's something you've encountered before, so you already recognise that these are blights. Let me just bring them in. You're going to start on the far right side, and you're going to want that distance. Trust me.
But yeah, the moment they get within, the moment they get within 60 feet, she's immediately going to blast.
Okay.
And for the big one.
Now, likely because if I'm on watch, I'm probably going to be up on this ridge.
I also gave Brioche's party a staff that was able to summon more blights.
Maybe we'll get there as well.
Mostly as friendly
hanging out with me.
Okay, yeah, that's the positioning probably. I'm imagining in your current position, you're probably all up on this step along with Corin at the start. Corin's in a position of being able to see out. And the rest of you are all waiting up there. Ruz is having a nap.
I was next to Corin, so...
Yeah, you can... Oh,
Corin,
yeah, you can be there.
Yeah.
And we will bring the map back on. Okay, so you see a lot of blights. Now, they're not all on screen right now, let me put it that way. But I will, if for area of effect things, I will damage all of them. So can I get initiative, please?
Question. Will Orlay's fireball go off before initiative because she was prepared for it?
No.
When time begin range?
This will not be a surprise round because you're both aware of each other, I'm afraid. So it'll go off on initiative.
4 for Green Mane and 8 for Ardent.
Oh yeah, I've got to do... What's his name?
4 for
19
Green Mane.
for Orlay, 12 for Eao.
Okay.
That's what you get.
Okay.
Sundry got 21.
That's
what I got.
Bunch of tree.
I've somehow given him his own catchphrase. That's what you get.
I got a 7.
Grounded.
That is what she got.
Okay. I'm going to be playing this one fast and loose because there are that many blights. So, right.
Oh, shit.
And they have 1d4 hit points.
So it's Sundry, it's
Usually.
the Fire Fawn, then it is... Where were you, Corin? Sorry, what was your initiative?
Mine is 8.
8. That doesn't beat Eao, I believe. Eao, yours was 9, was it?
Mine was 12.
No, his was...
12.
Sorry, she was 7.
12.
Sorry.
Okay, so that puts you... There we go. Okay, so Sundry, Firefawn, Eao, Grounded, Corin, Green Mane. I'm missing several people. I'm missing Ansel. Where was Saltpeter?
Oh,
Where's Salty?
Saltpeter rolled a... $10.
Okay, I may have gotten this slightly wrong, but honestly, it's probably not going to matter. Okay, Sundry Garrick is up first with the highest roll.
Alright, Sundry. There's nothing Sundry can do from a distance. Sundry's going to have to just wander down there. So... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay, getting ready.
Done.
Alright, we go to...
Yeah, he's ready for dodge.
He's doing a dodge.
Yeah, he's
okay.
ready for dodge.
We go over to the Fire Fawn. Olorel de Pyrocanthus.
Yeah, that's going to be a fireball.
Okay. I think you're well within range on that. It's, what was it, 60 feet for fireball?
Her sight is 60 feet. Technically, fireball is 150. So if I know there are more behind, I can aim a bit further.
There are more behind, but I think you're going to be hitting everyone. Isn't it 10 feet radius? Or is it 20? No, it's 20 feet.
20 foot radius.
I think that's going to be hitting all of them. Yeah, looking at that, that's going to hit all of them. So it's going to be an absolute bunch of dexterity saves. Or, wait, no, hang on. Roll damage, please.
They are going to burn.
Roll damage, please.
22.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Well, those are dead. Definitely those are dead. Yeah, those are absolutely dead.
I think any basic blight is gonna die from that.
Yeah, oh yeah, the basic ones are gone. Let me just double check the others.
What do we have? The twigs are gone. Did you had a vine and some needles then?
A few other things as well. They're not your standard ones. Okay, so
game, set, match.
Okay, I'm gonna use the same icons just to make this easier. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Whoops, I had several on top of each other, apparently. That works. Oh god, how many did I have on that one? Surprise! Extra blights. Oops, all blights.
We still get XP for them?
No, there's not that many on there. Okay, they're good. Okay, these are the ones that remain. Okay. So I'm going to regiment these so that you can see the difference. So the 4 in the front, these 4 here, they are vine blights. The 4 at the back are needle blights.
All the bonuses die then, or
they don't.
Or
nope, not on needle blights, and not on vines.
Oh, no,
Twig blights, yeah, they're fucked. They're completely dead. But there's no bonus from fire damage on the other 2.
Oh yeah. No, that's not what I meant. I meant you said you also had some hoboon ones in.
Oh yeah.
Do you just mean that these ones have extra abilities, or are?
You'll find out.
Yeah.
Okay. So from the top left, working down in columns. So I'll do the needle blights first. Top one saves. Next one does not. Next one does not. Next one does not. Roll the same number 3 times. Okay, next column. So this is going to be the vine blights. And that doesn't save. That doesn't save. Good lord. No, because the vine blights are worse at dex. So no, that doesn't save. Oh my fucking days. The top one saves. Everyone else takes the full damage, which is surprising because some of these have positive dex modifiers. So how much damage was it? 24, was it?
22.
22 damage. Okay, so they are... the one that takes half is not bloodied. Every other one is bloodied. Oh, actually, the needle blights are dead, including the one that takes half. Boom. So these 4 are bloodied.
I'm not sure what the terrain is like around them, but anything that isn't them that can be ignited is also ignited.
There's not much ignitability around. It's mostly sand and a little sparse grass. The grass is sort of smouldering, but it's not like particularly flammable.
Like I said, I wasn't quite aware of what the terrain would be like, which is why I brought it up.
Yeah, no, it's not particularly flammable. It's quite sort of sand and dust and that sort of thing. But yeah, there are 4 vine blights still up. After the fire fawn, it is actually the front one's go. So it is going to move. It's going to move as fast as it can. Okay, it's done. No, it's gonna dash. Good. All right. That's it. It did its best. Then actually the next one. Right, then. And I'm assuming its reach is not gonna make it. No. Okay, so it's going to cast Entangling Plants. So centered on it in a 15-foot radius. The ground is grasping, roots and vines are sprouting up all around it, okay? So within 15 feet of this blight, it is all difficult terrain. I'm going to need Sundry Garrick to make a strength saving throw, please, because he's caught up in this, and the vines are sort of grabbing at his legs and grabbing at him.
Was it 15 feet?
Yes, within 15 feet.
It's a 7.
Oops.
It's a 7. Okay, so Sundry Garrick is now restrained, which means that all attacks against it have advantage. All of its attacks have disadvantage, and additionally, he can't move at all.
Is this correct?
It can. He can use his action to make a check to free himself, so try and sort of break free, but that will be his action. He won't be able to attack as well. Okay, on to the next one.
Does the one that's also caught in it have to make that restraint check?
Nope.
Okay.
All the blights ignore this, basically. 5, 10, 15, 20. They're piling in. That was a dash. And now it's Eao.
Okay. So...
Do let me know if my markers actually help.
That is helpful. Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, my full 40 feet, because I have to move through people, will be rough, and I have, there's this difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Will just get me into range of this one, I believe, if I'm counting things correctly.
Yep.
And Eao is going to stab at it with her rapier.
Okay, you do get your sneak attack. Amazingly. Because Sundry Garrick does still provide it.
Yeah. 16?
16 will hit, yep, that's fine.
And that's 16 damage as well.
Okay, that one is gone. So as the rapier stabs into it, it withers away and sort of collapses into the vines that are all around it in the ground and sort of becomes indistinguishable from it, but it is dead. Okay, over to Ansel Saltpeter.
Okay. Do I have anything fire related?
Bear in mind, these ones have not taken extra damage from fire, so...
Alright.
The ones that did are already dead.
Also, a good reminder is that you have a supply speed in case you want to get around.
Yes,
Good
indeed.
point.
The brass wings strapped to the modern Icarus's back.
Don't know why he's upside down, but...
Oh, I think that was me trying to move and accidentally rotate him. So where's he?
Saltpeter's going to do what Saltpeter's going to do.
I'm just going to move him over here, and I'm going to attack this most distant one here.
Okay, the distant one. So is that with the repeating crossbow? There you go.
Yep.
All right, let's see those hits.
Okay, that's +5, so that will be 7.
Okay, that won't hit.
And a 9.
A 9 won't hit either, I'm afraid. They sort of...
Really? Are you sure?
They go either side. I'm certain a 9 won't hit.
You really don't like Hansel, do you, Di?
If you've looked up the stat block for a Vine Blight, I must remind you I don't run stat blocks.
No, I mean, I've run them before, and no, Vine Blights that by default have 12.
And these don't.
Just have shit for dexterity.
Okay. So after that, we go to Grounded, actually. It's you again.
Oh. Okay, well, at least I know what I'm doing this time. I'm just going to take the steady aim action on this Vine Blight.
Okay, yeah, you've got a good enough aim from there. You've got a bit of high ground there, so you're able to see over everyone. I don't think there's going to be any cover issues. Yeah, you should be good.
Yep, just going to use my hand crossbow there.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Oh, you're not going to believe this. Look on it. Look at.
I can't see it on Astral. What did you get?
Okay, so I got a critical fail and a critical hit.
Well, it's a crit then. Wonderful time to have advantage. Roll damage. I mean, it's probably dead, but roll it anyway because it's fun.
Okay. 5 piercing, 3 sneak attack, and 1 critical hit damage.
So 9 total.
9 total. That is enough to kill it.
And I'm going to use Wells from the Grave on the one next to it.
Okay, so roll your sneak attack damage for it. Half your sneak attack damage, sorry.
Yeah, and that's a 1.
That's a 1. Okay.
That is a lot of critical fails.
That is a sapped Vine Blight, though. I mean, it was sapped before, but now it's sapped. I mean, it's certainly not bloodied anyway.
Super sapped.
Super sapped. Yeah, it's sticky over there. Okay, with
situation.
With Grounded done, it is the next Vine Blight. In fact, the last Vine Blight to go, and they're gonna go 5, 10, and 15, 20. Yeah, that's the best they could do. They really can't move very fast. Okay, with that done, we go to Corin.
Okay, Corin is gonna aim at that one that just moved and do a longbow attack.
Longbow attack on that one. Okay, roll me to hit, please.
That was a 9 attack.
Okay, that won't hit.
Corin is just shit at these things.
It's not like you're a ranger.
Yeah, how high is that? Yeah, exactly. How high is that ridge?
So that ridge is about 20 feet. This is not anywhere near as high as the canyons you were in before. You've just got you've found a little hill to be up on.
Okay, so Gaby can move 60. So we say 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, shame on you. Gaby's going to jump down there, run over, and strike that blight.
Okay, if you're jumping down that height, Gaby will have to take a dexterity save or take some falling damage. As a 20-foot jump is still quite a lot, even for a giant hyena. Probably won't
so
be
dexterity
much.
save. That in dex. He got a 13.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
It's not a hard jump,
so
he's all right. Yep, doesn't take any falling damage from that.
Okay. Sweet. Okay, and then he's going to do a maul.
Lovely.
That's lovely.
That is a 5.
That's not going to hit either. These are extremely dexterous vines. I mean, they're not mechanically at all, by any stretch of the imagination. But you believe that. And that's what's important.
Yeah. That's us done.
Yeah, I mean, I love how hard you fought against those wizards, but now the blights. Okay, Green Mane, showing him how it's done.
Ardent should go before me. -4.
Sorry, yes, Ardent. I skipped over that one by accident. Yes, Ardent next.
Yeah, Ardent's just gonna move here. That's all.
Okay, now Green Mane, show him how it's done.
Okay, I'm just like, let's go back to sleep, shall we? And I'm gonna cast Shatter so it only hits the blights.
Cast Shatter so it only hits the blights. What's the radius of Shatter? How are you avoiding Gaby, for example?
By casting behind the blights.
Oh, behind. Oh, that works. Yeah, that works. It is a sphere Shatter, isn't it? I think so. I'll trust you on that. Part of me thinks it's a cone, so I'm just double checking.
10-foot radius.
10-foot radius, then you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna be.
Yeah, it's a sphere, so you're good.
Constitution saving throw, or.
That one failed. So that's the top one by Gaby, and the bottom one passes.
So that's gonna be 18 points of thunder damage.
Yeah, they're both dead. the one that passes, I assume, takes half. Yeah, they're both gone. All right, well done. You beat. You beat Mother Nature.
To say, let's go back to sleep.
You've only been awake for about 12 seconds. As the blights came in, but yeah, you beat them all and you're able to get back to sleep. Wonderfully.
Time for some well-deserved shut-eye.
Before we end the session, we will stop here in the middle of the night. we'll leave that there. There is some machination that is going to transpire at the start of the next episode, because I would rather have Rosad there, as it affects them personally. And yeah, that was a really hard fight you did. This has been a very combat-heavy session. There's going to be a lot more roleplay next time, I think. There's going to be a lot more conversation for one. But that was really good fun. Thank you all.